What is up, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are all doing well. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. Welcome to the stream, man. So, Rags to Riches, day 2. We got a little bit of money to claim here, so that's nice. Sitting at around 500,000 Pokeyen. Kind of brutal. Kind of brutal, to be honest. However, I have prepared these 7 Pokemon, which we're going to EV train and sell. So, yeah, you know, it's not that bad. Let's take a look over here at how much a fire ability patch is. Slightly up. All right, let's just get started. Man. I'm going to put down this team. And we're going to get going. I'm going to grab a Pikachu. Sure, that'll do. No, just kidding. I need one with Sweet Scent. You guys are all level 100, huh? Well, whatever. I'm going to need one with Sweet Scent, so... Take you. Boom. Let's put this guy back. Alright. Okay, and we can also fit... 3 more Pokemon? Well, now this is difficult because... Hold on, let's start with you, because you're going to get sold. Alright, and then we have these 2 in the back. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. In fact, I might even want to... Hold on. What do we got over here? Keeping that one in. That's fine. What's the worst one? That one, I guess? Okay, we can swap... one of the Zards in, I guess. Okay, so yeah, so we have a full team to EV train, and then we have 3 slots left if we wanted to do 3 more breeds. But yeah, anyway, that doesn't really matter. Let's kind of just jump in. I'm going to pull up the live chat, and we're going to jump into the stream here. Welcome, everyone. We're going to be finishing up these breeds, selling them on the GTL, and trying to make some money back because... yeah, we are down bad right now in Pokemon. We are down bad, unfortunately. But that's okay. All right, hold on. 2 seconds while I pull that up. All right. What's up, Voltsy, Dude the Gamer, and Stein? Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for saying what's up. Welcome to the stream, y'all. Welcome to the stream. Should be fun. We're just going to do some yapping. There's also something else that I want to do today. Let me just get this set up properly. Got to go through that. Hold on, let me go through your messages real quick. Let's go through these chat messages. Shout out to y'all. All right. Boom. All right. What's this about? Some EV training, selling these Pokemon that we've just bred. Do you want some help with EV training? I've got a training link. Sure. No, I'm not exactly sure how that works. I don't think I've ever done that before, but yeah, sure. You should try out Ultra Kill. It's a very fun game. Long time since the Schedule 1 incident. Yeah, it's funny. I was just thinking about Schedule 1 because, you know, it's been a little while. I've kind of taken a breather from that whole incident, and I was considering jumping back on the game. But, I've actually, you know, somebody else has actually recommended me to try out Ultra Kill in the past, which is kind of funny. A really OG viewer of the channel. So yeah, I feel like I should give that a shot. I've heard that game tossed out before, and we're definitely looking around for some new things to mess around with. I found a crazy electric shiny Raidmon today. Oh my gosh. I would like to see it. Whisper it to me. I'm gonna guess that you pulled the Manectric, and then you probably
you probably Prismatic Pearled it to get HA. Do you have a shiny hidden ability Manectric, Voltsy? Whisper me in game. That's wild. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. I know you were going for that. Alright, so technically I could do the EV training on my other account. Yeah, you pulled it. Damn. Wow. Wow. That is insane. That is insane, dude. Congratulations. That is so crazy. 105 special attack with the minus ability. Thunder. Modest. I mean, beautiful Pokemon. Well played. Congratulations, man. That is really cool. That is really cool, man. Electric type raid teams are just disgusting because of there's just so many good Pokemon, really. Like, I would say Manectric and I would say Ampharos and Ampharos and oh my god, keep on brain farting about these Pokemon names. There's like so many Pokemon in this game. Sorry. Magnezone. I would say Ampharos and Magnezone are like two incredible raid Pokemon, maybe two of like the best in the game. And then you also have Manectric to use for plus boosts, and even if people don't like, even if you only if you bring an Ampharos and a Manectric and the rest of your link only brings Ampharos, you can still coordinate so that everyone gets their plus boosts off, and you're just doing so much damage to the boss. Like, yeah, electric teams are busted in raids. Try the mods out for Schedule 1. It's crazy that you quit a month ago. It felt like a year. It's been a little minute, you know. I've taken a nice step back, taking a little breather from Schedule 1, but yeah, I mean, I'm definitely open to messing around with that game again now that I don't know, like, I'm less emotional about it. First above the link chat, I can meet up with you to make it more convenient for you. How does this work? Wait. But Devil's EV? You're gonna help me out with EVs? You don't have to help me out. Like, I definitely appreciate that, and like, we can do that, but like, I don't mind it at all. This was like gonna be the plan for the stream, is to just EV train. I don't have that many to do. Like, I really appreciate that, but like, really, like, you don't have to do that. I appreciate that, but it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good. I might even jump on the alt account actually to get an X. I think I should do that. I think I'm gonna jump on the alt account actually to get a quick EXP boost. But I really appreciate you offering to do that for me. But it's really not that much work. And that's kind of what I think the plan of stream today is, for me to jump on this. So I think I'm just gonna get cracking at this. I really don't have that many to do. We'll probably just do these 5, and then I'll slowly breed up 3 more, and then I'll do the next 5 another stream. So yeah, no worries, man, no worries. But I appreciate the thought. Let me make some space here. All right. I'm gonna jump on the alt account, and we are gonna EV train these guys up. And yeah, let's get cracking. Let's get cracking. I am going to do that right now. All right. 2 seconds while I swap accounts. All right. DC Steve. All right. Well, that's really interesting. I didn't know this. So I just swapped accounts, and my link chat is still the same on that it was on the other account. That's kind of weird, no? You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Whatever. Okay, so we are going to do special attack and speed. 252 of each. So let's just get cracking. I wanted to help out because you made all those raid guides, wanted to return the favor. Dude, that's so nice of you to say that. It's not, a big deal. Like, I really don't have that much to do. And, like, I really appreciate you helping or offering to help. But, like, I don't think it would even really speed things up for me because I have to do 5 anyway. Like, it would, you know what I mean? Like, that's really, really kind of you, but, like, you're good, bro. I made those videos because I wanted to. And I'm glad that it helped you out. Thanks for, like, saying that. It really does. It's cool. But, like, I got it, bro. It's cool. I can handle it. It's, yeah, 252, like, 2 times 252 is really not that difficult. And honestly, like, it gives me something to do while I talk to stream. But I appreciate the thought. It's very nice of you. Okay. All right, let's jump into this, guys. Let's jump into this. We're going to mess around, do some EV training, 252 special attack, 252 speed, and each of these guys, and then we will start listing these up and try to make some money back. I might even, you know what I might even do? I might even beat the Striaton City Gym on my alt just to grind up a little bit of money, because $500 is, like, concerningly low amount of money for sending stuff through the mail. Got taking place in a catch event today on the Iron. Swimming in RP right now, for real, for real. Congratulations to you, man. Nice. Feel free to whisper me the catch that holds second place if you want to, or whatever. But yeah, well played, sir. I've never even participated in a catch event. I think we should do that once upon a time. They're not really, like, worth your time, but, like, if you're kind of bored and got nothing else to do, it can be fun. I mean, I would guess. I literally I've never done one ever. So I think just for the sake of doing one, I think we should do that one stream. I've never participated in a single catch event. But I don't know, it's kind of cool. You might pull some cool Pokemon, you might pull a shiny. You might win, and then usually the prize for first place is a shiny. So that's cool. That's cool. Okay, the other thing that we were going to do today, sorry, I was getting off topic. The other thing that I want to do today, while we're just kind of grinding through these EVs, is theory craft an OU Terrakion team. That's what I want to do. So, let me know, guys, what Pokemon you think go with Terrakion in OU. And we're going to kind of just, like, mess around with the statistics and kind of try and think this through. Because that is the next phase for my account, is I want to make a Terrakion OU team. I'm surprised Garchomp is the most used ally. I was going to assume that Terrakion kind of fulfills the role that Garchomp does. I mean, I guess dragons are just so good in this meta. And Garchomp is just like... I think Garchomp's the most used Pokemon in all of OU, I'm pretty sure. So I guess that kind of makes sense. Slowbro seeing some usage with Terrakion is interesting. Jirachi and Zapdos. Jirachi's pretty good. Jirachi is pretty good. You said I have all the 6-star legendaries? Yes, I do. I do have all of them. OT. We have put out a guide on every single 6-star legendary raid besides Heatran because it's so old, and other people already have videos for that, whether it's the dig strategy and Cav put a video out, or it's the rain strategy and Oddroid and Jinxboon put a video out. I've said before, like, I wanted to do a video comparing and contrasting the two strategies, but I don't know. Since I already have the I don't know. That's, like, for the future. I don't know. Anyway, let's go back to Terrakion. Hold on. So, come right here. Bam. Okay. Okay, so interesting that Garchomp is the most used ally. I don't really want to do that. I'm looking at Zapdos and Dragonite here. That's interesting to me. Slowbro is interesting too. And Serp, actually, and even Heatran. I'm trying to, like, just think in my head how all these would fit together. Conk is kind of weird. That doesn't really make as much sense to me. I feel like they're both fighting types. I feel like that's a little bit too much overlap. I'm not seeing... So, okay, I think Slowbro is what we're going to go for. I was going to say, I'm not seeing a Rotom, which is also really interesting. But yeah, you're going to go Regenerator, Rocky Helmet, Relaxed Nature, Slowbro. to help like pivot for Terrakion. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so I have one of these. We'll have to set up the EVs for this guy too. So I'm thinking, okay, Terrakion, Zapdos getting used. Okay, so it could be like a rain team plus Terrakion. If we're going Slowbro, Zapdos, Terrakion, Pelipper. Pelipper's not on the list here. Oh, Zapdos, or sorry, Rotom was on the list just way further down the line. 12% usage. And we're seeing Scizor. Yeah, okay, so Terrakion's getting slotted into rain teams is what I'm seeing here, which is weird. You thinking Double Dance Terrakion or Banded? I'm thinking Jolly Banded. And you just switch it in to like for a kill, like for a revenge kill or for pressure, and then just switch it out. That's why I'm liking the idea of Slowbro to help pivot, because like I'm just switching in Terrakion for like 1 or 2 attacks and then switching them out. So I'm trying to think of like what Pokemon work with that play style. I think Scizor makes sense too with U-turn Scizor, U-turn Pelly, Zapdos. Jirachi for a healing wish is kind of nice too, and Jirachi's just not a bad Pokemon in general. Does that make sense? Pelly, Zapdos, Slowbro for the Rain Core, and then Terrakion, Jirachi, and then Scizor. Did we just theorycraft a team here? Pelly, Zapdos, Slowbro, Terrakion, Scizor, Jirachi. Makes sense to me. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the chat of how that OU team sounds. I'm thinking Jolly Banded Terrakion. Yeah, it's running Jolly 100%. Yeah, like 100% of the time. And Life Orb actually 52% of the time over Banded. I guess because that to avoid choice lock. I guess that makes sense. I feel like Jolly Banded is such a threat though. I like that way more than Life Orb, to be honest with you. Especially if we're making a rain team that kind of like revolves around switching out with U-turn and Regenerator. I don't know. That's just what makes sense in my head. A lot of switching around and finding a matchup where you just like Oko with either like a Zapdos, Hurricane, or Thunder, or any move coming off of Terrakion, or even like a Banded Scizor Bullet Punch. Yeah, we're gonna go Banded Scizor for U-turn and Bullet Punch. I think it makes sense. I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I feel like that team sounds good. Oh, you can't run Band on Scizor and Terrakion. Ah. That is actually annoying. That is actually annoying. I would want to run Band on both. No, yes you can. Sorry, yes you can. There's not item clause in OU. You can run multiples of the same item. Because I've run leftovers on like 5 Pokemon before. Yeah, there's not item clause. You can run 2 bands. But that is interesting to run 2. I don't think we're getting punished for 2 choice bands. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think we are. I don't think we're getting punished for that. I've even run Specs Zapdos before. Specs Zapdos is super fun in rain teams, but you get kind of punished for that, to be honest, because of how popular ground types are in OU. I don't know. You can repeat items in OU, yeah. But I don't think we're going to want 3 choice items. I think Scizor and Terrakion choice band sounds good. Maybe we don't go Specs on Zapdos. Maybe that's kind of asking for bad things to happen. But then what would we put on Zapdos? Lefties? Go Lefty Roost? Lefty Roost? I've never run a Lefty's Roost Zapdos before. That sounds fun. That sounds interesting. Okay. Lefty's Roost? Lefty's Roost Zapdos? With Hurricane and Thunder? And Weather Ball? And Roost? Yeah, I like that. I like that. Weather Ball, Thunder, Hurricane, Roost with leftovers. Okay. I think we just made the team. So do I have all these Pokemon? I have a Scizor. I have a Pelly. I have to make the Slowbro. So we have to EV train the Terrakion and the Slowbro. Oh, I have to breed the Slowbro, actually. I just bought some good starts. I have a... Well, it's not HA. I have a Slowbro from doing raids, but it's not HA. So we'd have to do that. I have all these Pokemon, right? Yeah, I have Jirachi, Zapdos. Yeah. So we would just have to breed the Slowbro and then EV train Slowbro and Terrakion. And then we can run the team. Okay, sweet. Awesome. So now we have a plan for, like, next stream, I guess. Because... Or if we finish this early. I don't know. If we finish this early, maybe we can jump into that. Bro, you're... Dude, so this entire time, I've wasted my time. I did not have the... I didn't have the EX... I didn't... Okay, fuck it. Okay. Alright, you know what? Whatever. Honestly, it's fine. I'm just going to do it back on the main account. It's honestly, it's like, it's whatever. We're not going to level 100. We're just EV training these guys and evolving them. And I don't feel like sending the training link back and forth that many times. That's wild. Okay. Okay, we have wasted our time. That's fine. Welcome to a lasagna stream. We get so in the weeds about efficiency, and then inevitably we end up making a stupid mistake and making things run way less efficiently. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. I'm used to it by now. It doesn't even bother me, really. We've only been live for 20 minutes. We call that shiny hunting. A little bit of shiny hunting there at Rapidash. Didn't pull anything, unfortunate. We'll keep it pushing though. Hopefully get lucky in the future. Alright, that was dumb. It's fine though. Let's continue. I was gonna say, I feel like we're getting pretty close to being done here. Nope. Haven't even started. Alright. That's okay. We're doing 2 times 250. Yeah, good shiny hunting session. Exactly. Good shiny hunting session there. I wasn't even getting XP because my Pikachu's level, like, it was like just purely a waste of time. Good shiny hunting session though. I do want a Rapidash. I've talked about this before. Out of the shinies that I want, I really want a Rapidash and a Carp. Those are like the 2. So that's fine, honestly. We got a little bit more Rapidash encounters. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Hello? Why is it, like, so slow? Is that just me? Ooh, I feel like I should teach it Rapid Spin. Is that crazy? I feel like I should teach it Rapid Spin. Rapid Spin's a good move. There are so many moves to say no to. Alright. Good. Awesome. But yeah, I want a Rapidash and I want a Carp. And I think we're gonna push for, nice catch. This was the second place in the catch event. Nice pull. Nice pull. So you win some RP for that, I guess, right? For second place. Nice pull. Very nice. It's bold. Is this usable right out the box? Or wait, what do you want? I guess it doesn't matter. Physical or special is both garbage on that point. I mean, it's just a bad Pokemon, but good IVs though. Good IVs. Okay. I remember when I first started playing Pokemon OU on Showdown. I was reading through, like, you know, some like terrible IGN guide or some shit like that, and it told me that you want to have a balanced team with, you know, tanks, like certain tanks and super hyper offense Pokemons. And then it recommended Reg Ice and that Pokemon. What was that? Volabee's evolved form. Dude, I am really brain farting on the names of Pokemon today, chat. Oh my god, what is that called? Mandibuzz, yes. It recommended Mandibuzz and Reg Ice as tanks for OU. And that was in Gen 7. That was in Gen 7. And Mandibuzz in Gen 5 is still hot trash. Like, what is this? I mean, leave it to IGN for the worst takes in gaming. That's kind of what they're known for. What was first place? Good question. Yeah, bro. Leave it to IGN. Anyway, okay. So, we've got our Terrakion team figured out. Going from the top again. That's going to be Pelly, Slowbro, Zapdos, Terrakion, Scizor. What was the 6? Oh, fuck. What was the 6th one? Wait, what was the 6th one that I said? Oh my god. Jirachi. Okay, Terrakion, Jirachi. Okay. Okay. I think that sounds like a good team. But I'm wondering, what other 6-star legendary Pokemon should we make teams for? You know? We tried to mess around with Cresselia in the past, and I think really the thing is like, Cresselia is a winning Pokemon. I don't think Cresselia is that good, man. I don't think Cresselia is that good. I mean, it's a great pivot to slot on to like any team with like support moves and just being bulky as hell. And I understand that. But like, you can't really make a team around Cresselia. I feel like you can slap Cresselia onto a team. You know what I mean? Uh-oh, internet F. Yikes. Okay, now we're good. Not sure, but I had 174 points and first was 176. Okay. Well, yeah. Well done. Well done. So I'm thinking, because also, I mean, I was talking about this back when we did the Virizion. Virizion's actually 52.8% win rate. However, to my knowledge, Breloom is just Virizion, but better. Yeah. Yeah. What are we doing here, chat? Let's not do that, please. Don't want Icy Wind or Protect. Oh my lord. Okay. Yeah, to my knowledge, Breloom is just Virizion, but better. At 15.8 usage and 53% win rate versus Virizion, 1% usage, 52.8% win rate. Yeah, I don't know. Good Trick Room setter. Cresselia is. That makes sense. If I were to do like a Trick Room Conk team, Conk under Trick Room is scary as hell. Conk under Trick Room is scary as hell. And if you can heal it back to full with what is that again? It's like it has like that gimmick move that I'm pretty sure kills Cresselia but heals Amon back to full. We tried a team like this where we used both Jirachi and Cresselia for like the healing moves, and then like just like didn't really use the healing moves because like in theory it sounds really nice, but like in practice, like when are you actually stacking 2 different Pokemon to heal one Pokemon back to like, it's just not really gonna happen. So yeah, I don't think Jirachi and Cress on the same team is a good idea, but I think one or the other both have their place. What is that move called? I don't know. It doesn't matter. All right, that could be interesting to do that, a Trick Room team. I don't think I've really messed around with Trick Room that much in OU. To be honest, it's because I don't really like Trick Room, and I don't think Trick Room is that good. I shouldn't say that. Trick Room is good, but I feel like Trick Room requires a lot of coordination and can be disrupted fairly easily, like as like a strategy. Whereas Rain, I feel like you just send in Pelly and U-turn and the Rain is up, and if you don't use the Rain, that's fine. The fact of it being up is like already having an effect on the battle of what your opponent thinks you're switching into, and then like when the Rain runs out, you can just set it again. Like you can just have Rain up like for the whole fight. Obviously, like there's, you know, Tyranitar exists, but you know, I don't know. You guys gonna get what I'm saying? Versus like Trick Room, I feel like you can play around it really well. And if you can stall out the Trick Room turns, then the other person's kind of cooked. Like, they have to have such, like, the person using Trick Room has to have such, like, a dominant, like, 5 turns when Trick Room is up, and then when it's over, like, they definitely lose momentum. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Trick Room. That's just kind of my thoughts on that. Okay. Yeah, I did not need to put these on the other account, bro. These are going to evolve so quick. Alright, anyway, whatever. Okay, so, how about Cobalion, man? Fire me up on Cobalion, dude. Oh, this isn't PvP. Rain Dance? I mean, like, I guess, bro. I mean, like, I guess you can learn Rain Dance. Good? Okay. Cobalion? Dude, it actually, like, is so annoying. When, like, you're typing, and it doesn't recognize that you're typing, and then it, like, uses the shortcut. It's actually, it's, like, actually really annoying. Alright, whatever. Anyway, Cobalion is running Timid. Cabalion's running Timid. What the fuck? Bro, that is so weird. Why is Cobalion running Timid? Wait, what? We're gonna have to, let me heal up and get back in the grass, and then we're gonna look more into this. I'm a big fan of Cobalion, dude. I like Cobalion. I think Cabalion's probably second after Terrakion for the Swords of Justice. Right? I think Virizian's definitely the worst because it just gets outshined by Breloom, which is a non-legendary Pokemon, which is kind of crazy. Like, Breloom just does what Virizion does, but better. Okay, what's going on here with Cobalion, man? This is weird. Let's take a look. Can I not? Bro, please cooperate. Okay, it has tied attack and special attack. So I guess you can run either. I just did not think that this was special. That is so weird. Don't you get, like, Sacred Sword or whatever? Hold on. What is the special set for Cobalion, man? Yeah, you get Sacred Sword. I thought you were running, like, Sacred Sword. And you get Close Combat? Why are you running special? Yo, this is crazy. For what? Flash Cannon and Focus Blast? Like, why would you run Focus Blast over Close Combat? That's so weird, bro. It also has, like, no usage, so this could be, like, one person. Like, look. Cobalion has 0.7% usage. Like, this could be, like, a handful of people using Cobalion, and it shows them to go special. It doesn't necessarily mean it wants to go special, because the usage is so low. Just weird, bro. Let me look that up on Smogon. That is super weird. Let's take a look. In black and white, it's recommending Jolly. Yeah. Swords Dance, Close Combat, Stone Edge, X Scissor, Hidden Power Ice. Yeah. I don't know. That's weird, bro. I don't know. I have to assume that that's a low usage rate side effect of seeing Timid as the most used nature. Reason has a better speed tier. It has some utility like rocks and screens over Breloom. What awaits speed? Yeah. It's just that the attack is so underwhelming at 90 base attack. It's a grass fighting type. And then you have Breloom with 130 base attack, and it gets access to Spore, and it's not super slow. Which is why I'm saying Breloom is better. Because Breloom has 130 base attack and has access to Spore and is also a grass fighting type. And the defenses and speed are worse on Breloom compared to Virizion. That is a fair thing to say. Dude, that's so annoying when that shit happens. Like, stop. I was just talking about that. When it doesn't recognize that you're typing, it actually pisses me off. It happens to me so much. It's so annoying. Anyway, I I mean, yeah, Virizion is more well-rounded of a Pokemon. It's faster and it's more bulky. But 40 points lower in attack, I think, is, like, hard to ignore. It's hard to ignore. You know? Like, when you consider that there's, like, Swords Dance Breloom sets, you know, that are just threats, Virizion just isn't a threat in that same way. I mean, it's got way more base tool. I mean, like, oh, like, I don't know. It's fair. It's fair to say that, like, maybe I'm overstating that Breloom is just better than Virizion. I think the stats are impressive, to be fair. It's really just the 40 points lower in attack. But, I mean, the stats don't lie. You know, like, Breloom is... Oh my god, it's so fucking annoying. I'm trying to type things, bro. I don't want to learn these garbage moves. I was going to say that as soon as Flamethrower... Okay, we'll take Flamethrower. But yes, I don't want to learn that trash, man. 15.8% usage with 53% win rate. Like, that's really solid. Yeah, it's running, like, Loaded Dice Seed Bomb. Technician. Technician is, like, such a good ability with Mach Punch. Like, yeah, Breloom just is better. Okay, well, it's a better grass fighting type, but they do definitely have different roles, right? With Breloom, with its much higher attack, running Adamant and Technician with Mach Punch, Loaded Dice Seed Bomb. Like, Breloom is out on the field looking for kills, whereas Virizion is maybe more of a well-rounded Pokemon, maybe looking for matchups, setup moves, like you're saying. Kind of, controlling the field rather than just coming in for a kill. And I always, like, I always am, like, more biased towards offensive Pokemon that can come in and just delete something from the field. Because at the end of the day, that's what a Pokemon battle is. It's like, you win when the other player, like, their 6 Pokemon faint. So Pokemon that are capable of OHKOing, I always, like, give more respect towards in OU. Breloom definitely more of a glass cannon kind of archetype. But yeah, I don't know. There's the place for Virizion. I think I was being a little bit harsh. And they definitely don't feel the same role. It's just that Breloom's a grass fighting type and is more effective in OU, as you can see by the statistics. The ability to run HP Ice for the Dragons and Grounds is valuable. That's true. That is true. Dragons and Grounds and a certain Ground Dragon, like, is all over OU. That is fair. That is fair to say that. 90 special attack with HP Ice isn't bad. It's not bad. That's fair. That is fair. I definitely like Breloom better, though. And, yeah, 70 base speed Spore is, like, pretty solid, dude. 70 base speed Spore is pretty solid. You know? That's, like, notoriously Breloom's kind of, big advantage over other grass types is faster grass types don't have access to Spore, and the other grass types with Spore are significantly slower than Breloom. 70 base speed Spore is really impressive, honestly. You know, it's obviously not the fastest thing in the world. A lot of, like, you know, other glass cannons are rocking, like, at least 90 base speed. But 70's nothing, you know, 70's not bad. 70's not bad. Pretty sure Breloom is set, or, Pelipper is 70 base speed, pretty sure. 65, actually, sorry. It's faster than Pelipper. I can put Pelipper to sleep with Spore. You know, like, it's not bad. 70 base speed's not bad. Outspeeds a lot of threats in OU. Alright, how are we doing over here on EVs, man? Oh, we're almost done. Awesome, I'm glad I checked. Okay, then we're gonna head over to Special Attack, wrap this up. And maybe we can get started on the, Slowbro breed. Pick out my best Slowbro. Breed that up. I don't think I'm gonna go for 0 speed, because that's just kind of a lot. But I think we'll probably go, like, 4 times 31 slow. You know what I mean? We'll go, like, we'll shoot for less than 10 speed and, like, ideally lower than, like, you know, like 5. Like 5 or lower. I don't think I'm going to go for 0 speed, though, because that's just going to add a lot of money to the breed for what I would argue is, like, not a ton of impact. Like, 0 speed is really for if you're fighting other Slowbros, and then yours gets to go first under Trick Room. It's, like, very niche to actually want 0 speed. I think low speed is fine. Yeah. And I'm not using it for raids. I have another Slowbro for raids. This is just for PvP. I don't think zero speed is that necessary. But yeah. Definitely run relaxed on it. Let's take a look here. Yeah, 30 base speed. Yeah, like it's slow. It's already slow. But yeah, relaxed on mine as well. It's just a great Pokemon with Regenerator, man. When we're talking about well-rounded, right? Like comparing this to Virizion, I feel like this is such a better example of like a really good Pokemon. The stats are somewhat similar with like impressive bulk and like Virizion's special attack was 90. This is slightly higher at 100, which is solid, but like nothing crazy. But you take into you take into account Regenerator, and then Virizion is better speed at 108 because it's just naturally faster than most Pokemon. But being 30 means you are going to be like really threatening under Trick Room. Like, Virizion has better stats, but Slowbro gets Regenerator. That's really the difference. Slowbro gets Regenerator, which is just like it's one of the best abilities in the whole game. Zero speed is for slower teleport against opposing Slowbros as well. Yeah, I feel like how many times is that going to come up? Versus how much money it's going to cost me to make it zero speed. You know what I'm saying? Like, how often is that going to come up? I don't think that's going to come up that often. I think if I go for like 5 speed or less, I think that that's pretty solid. And I would expect to outspeed, honestly, a lot of Slowbros in OU with 5 speed or less. I would expect a lot of people not to bother with 0 speed as well. If anything, I feel like 0 attack is more significant because it's a psychic type for foul play. But I'm going to run relaxed over... what's the other one that would lower attack? Because I think you want to go relaxed. I'm pretty sure most... Oh, wait, I'm done here. All right, well, we can do, like, one more, I guess. I'm done here. I'm pretty sure most go relaxed, actually. That could have something to do with them being raid Slowbros that have been repurposed, to be fair. Bro, I didn't even know Blastoise gets Aqua Jet. That's a pretty good move, but I'm not going to learn it. I mean, I guess... No, it's just... no, they're modest. I'm not doing that. Shell Smash is... Yeah, we're going to take Shell Smash. Yeah, they're split between bold and relaxed. Bold is really nice for lowering the amount of damage from foul play, like I just said. I think 0 attack is maybe more significant. I'm gonna guess relaxed. Well, no, because Trick Room makes sense. I don't know. Am I really making 2 Slowbros, bro? 1 bold, 1 relaxed? I only have 5. That means I would only be able to sell 3. I don't know. I think if I'm 5 base, if I'm like 5 base speed, relaxed, like that's pretty good. Do I want to be bold though? Oh, I don't know. There's honestly a pretty good argument for bold. Because it is a psychic type. You have to keep that into, you have to keep that in mind. It is a psychic type. 0 attack bold is like, it's honestly, like that is valid. It is valid. I don't know. I feel like you gotta go relaxed though. I think you have to lean into the low speed and make this like a huge threat under Trick Room, where it's intentionally slower than other slow Pokemon. I think is really what you gotta do. If you were to ask me, that's what I would say. Like what other Pokemon are in its speed tier? You know? Like Gregus? Gregus is probably around that slow. Torkoal. I want to make it Torkoal too, dude. I want to make it, I kind of do want to make a Trick Room team, to be honest. I was just saying I'm not the biggest fan of Trick Room. But I've never actually really used Trick Room that much in OU. I think it would be fun to just try. Mess around with. I don't know, like what, like yeah, you got like Regus. That is also 30 base speed. Torkoal is a big one because it's 20 base speed. So I don't think Relax is really making a difference on that matchup. What else, man? What else? What other slow Pokemon? I know Conk is not that slow. Conk is like 55 or something. So you're slower than Conk already. Conk is like 55. 45, sorry. I believe that's the same speed tier as Rhyperior. Bro. Can we not? 40. So you're slower than those naturally. Like, what do you actually want to run Relaxed for besides just other slow bros? I don't know. Maybe you do want to go bold, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it more and more. Like, how much value is Relaxed really bringing a slow bro? I'm going to argue, like, not that much, actually. Let's go through. Let's just kind of see some slow Pokemon here and just check them out. How slow is Chansey? I don't know. How slow is Chansey? Flash Cannon or Rain It? Yeah, we're going to take Flash Cannon. How slow is Chansey, man? 50? Yeah, like... I'm not seeing Reuniclus. That's okay. I'm honestly not seeing a big reason to actually run Relaxed. I'm going to guess that is a side effect of people converting raid Pokemon into PvP Pokemon, of why you're seeing Relaxed used so much. I'm going to say Bold's probably better, actually. Yeah, so, okay, you would be Speed Tying Reuniclus. That's also not super relevant, honestly. I mean, Reuniclus is a threat in... But even Reuniclus, I think you want to go... Modest. I feel like you want to go Modest Reun. Again, because it's a Psychic type. You're 30 speed. Like, you're outspeeding everything under a Trick Room. Like, you don't have to worry about that. You know what I mean? I feel like 30 base speed is like, what are you... You know? What are you lowering your speed further for? I feel like you want to lower your speed if you're like 40, 45 base speed running Trick Room. Because then I feel like you get under more Pokemon that you'll see more often. So Slowbro is a Pokemon that historically runs level 99 on Showdown specifically to go slower. I don't see how effective it's gonna be, at least in this meta. You know what I'm saying? What would be the actual reason? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the actual, like, what? Bronzong? Bronzong's gotta be slow as shit. Like, how many Pokemon are you... Okay, you're already actually outspeeding Bronzong under Trick Room. Unless Bronzong is running minus speed. Which it might be. Yeah, Sassy, Relaxed, yeah. So yeah, actually, Bronzong is probably going to outspeed you if you're not running minus speed, but if you are, then you would. Reuniclus. Like, what else, though? So, what? There's Bronzong and Reuniclus that you would get under. Like, what else? And other slow bros. 9.9% usage. How often? And I'm feeling bold, man. I'm feeling bold. I'm feeling bold. Amoonguss, this is relevant. Amoonguss is a grass type. This is actually relevant. How fast is Amoonguss? Okay. Alright. This is actually the most relevant one we've seen. Because Amoonguss can threaten, if not a kill, like a shitload of damage with like a Giga Drain or something under Trick Room. This is actually the first one that I've seen that's actually relevant, I would say. I mean, yeah, Reuniclus will carry Thunderbolt some amount of the time. Maybe we do go Relaxed then. I think Amoonguss is the first one that's making me consider that. And then you get under Bronzong by doing that. You get under Bronzong all the time by doing that. And then you're competitive with Reuniclus. I'm still running Modest on my Reuniclus, though. I already have one that's Modest. What else? Crawdon? How fast is Crawdon? Crawdon's like 40, 45 or something like that. Crawdon's slow, but not crazy slow. You're already going to be slower. Bro, please. It's 55. You're already slower. Yeah, no sweat. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, I just smacked the fuck out of the microphone. I'm sorry about that. Holy smokes. My bad, guys. But this is what I'm kind of getting at. Is like at 30 base speed, you're already slower than like almost every Pokemon. So like running minus speed nature is definitely less significant than if you are in that like 45 speed tier. Excuse me, like 40 to 55 speed tier. I think if you're 40 to 55 and you're on Trick Room team, that's more significant to run minus speed than like a 30 base, because like you're already slower. How slow is Tangrowth actually? This is relevant as well. $50 base speed, like all these potential threats are just slow. Like they're just, or sorry, they're not slow enough is what I mean to say. Torterra, how slow? Torterra's got to be real slow. 56? Like, I don't think it's that relevant, bro. Running relaxed. You get under Amoonguss. And not even. I think you're tied with Amoonguss, right? You're tied with Amoonguss and Reuniclus. You get under Bronzong. Cinder Resort area is closer to PC and higher level Golduck. Great shout. I've been using the spot forever. Thanks for saying that. I can check that out. Where specifically is that spot? If you don't mind me asking. Where specifically is that spot? To be fair, we have accomplished our goal here. We just need to grab... We'll use that one next time. We just need to finish up the IVs. I don't think Slowbro versus Slowbro comes up often enough that zero speed IV becomes crucial, especially since being a newer inclusion of the game, its usage will only go up over time. Or sorry, I do think Slowbro versus Slowbro comes up often enough that zero speed IV becomes crucial. Top right of the map, okay. We're gonna use that in the future. We're almost done here, and we got the evolutions anyway. Slowbro vs Slowbro, you really think it comes up that often? For zero speed IV relaxed? Like, compare that, like compare the utility of that to getting hit by a foul play. Because I think you take foul plays way more than zero speed IV relaxed comes up. I think you're getting hit with foul play way more often. I think that's fair to say that. I think you're getting hit with foul play way more often than zero speed IV relaxed comes up. I think zero attack. Yeah, zero attack bold I think is better. I think it's better. Like obviously both are good, but I'm saying the effect, like I think you're getting hit by far more foul plays than being slower than other Slowbros becomes relevant. Because even if you are slower than another Slowbro, that doesn't mean it was even relevant. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think I'm going to go for bold. I think I'm going to go for bold over relaxed. I can always make a relaxed one. Like, I have a relaxed one for raids. I think I'm going to make a bold one as my first one. And if I want relaxed, I can make another one. Like, I have 5. I made sure to buy 5 for investments. And I was intending on keeping 1 and selling the rest. But I can keep 2 and sell 3. If I want bold and relaxed HA. I think bold is more important, though. I do. I'm just kind of talking it out. There's not that many Pokemon where it's relevant. It's like you said, it's like the Slowbro Ditto, Reuniclus, and Bronzong. All of which isn't that significant that you're slower than. Or, sorry. The only one that's significant is, sorry, the only one that's significant is Amoonguss. Amoonguss is significant, because it can chunk you with a Giga Drain, for sure it can. It can chunk you with a Giga Drain. That's fair. That is fair. Amoonguss. That's like the only one though that's actually relevant. That you'd want to be slower than Amoonguss under Trick Room. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you want to have, so under Trick Room you're faster. That's really the only one that I'm seeing is Amoonguss. I think the other ones is not that relevant. I mean, we were saying before, Uniclus has Thunderbolt. I don't know. Is Reuniclus running minus speed too? I'm running mine modest, and I think that's, again, a good idea because it's already so slow and foul play. I don't know. I don't know. This is the same as Jolly versus Adamant. Do you want to be sure to go first or go for more damage, TBH? It's similar. I think it's slightly different, though, because, like, we're more talking about the utility of taking less damage from foul play as a psychic type versus making sure that you go first or give yourself the best chance of going first under Trick Room. And I think that you're increasing your chance of going first under Trick Room by an incredibly slim margin on average. And even the times where it does come up, it's not necessarily like make or break because Slowbro is tanky, can take a hit, you know. I don't think it's that important. I'm running bold. Okay, I personally haven't seen foul play too much in OU, and I'd rather take 4% more from it and get better momentum versus opposing bros. Is that all it does? Is it a 4% difference? Okay, let's calc that. Is that really the difference? Alright, let's take a look. What Pokemon would be ripping off a foul play into the Slowbro? Let's take a look. What's like the first Pokemon that would realistically be clicking foul play into a Slowbro? To be fair, I'm not seeing any yet. Like a Weavile would be like the first one. To be fair with what you're saying. Maybe it's not coming up all that much. Alright, let's check. Let's check on the Showdown calculator. Let's check on the Showdown calculator. This is definitely, you know, we're definitely big fans of real data on this channel and not just talking out of our ass. So we might as well just look into it, right? We might as well just answer our own questions here. Showdown calculator. All right, here we go. All right, so if I pull up a Weavile, sure, let's go OU Choice Band. Might as well. Sure. And let's give it foul play. And let's take Slowbro. I don't know. Can you just give me a blank Slowbro set? Because I don't like any of what you're doing there. All right, so with 31 attack... And doesn't matter. Let's just go. Oh, relaxed. Let's go relaxed. Okay, so with 31 attack and relaxed, foul play's doing maximum of 73.1. All right. Instead, if we run bold and we go 0 attack, what's the difference? That's a huge difference. That's a huge difference, man. And foul play damage. That is a huge difference. Hey, Lasagna, have you heard about the new game Crimson Desert? I haven't. I'm at level 50. Oh, true. You go 0 attack in both cases. I'm just trying to see the range because I'm not gonna go 0 attack and 0 speed. I'm gonna prioritize one if I do one at all. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to see the range here. But I guess that's fair too. We can also take a look at this. If it was bold versus relaxed, I don't know. It's kind of significant, man. And then if you go like 31 relaxed, yeah, it's significant. I think going low attack bold is better. I think going low attack bold is better than prioritizing low speed. I'm still going to go for low speed. We'll go for both. We'll go for low attack and low speed, but I'm going to run bold over relaxed, I think. Well, okay, so if I'm doing both anyway, like you said, if we're doing both anyway. So let's look at the max. So max would be 57.6 versus 64.7. I mean, with bold, you have a chance for a 3-hit, technically, even though it's a low chance. And again, this is just kind of getting an average. Like, it's not like this is the matchup, but this is like the first thing. I guess another question, like you said before, is how often does foul play come up in OU, in Pokemon? How often does foul play come up in OU? That is also a really fair question. How often is foul play coming up? Also, are we done? Almost. Hold on. How often is foul play coming up in OU? So that's fair to say as well. I haven't seen a whole lot of foul play. I haven't seen a whole lot of foul play in OU. That is honestly fair. Maybe you're right, man. Maybe you want to go relaxed. Maybe you want to go relaxed. I'm flip-flopping back and forth. It's really hard to decide. Maybe you're right. Bro, oh, foul play, yeah, 95 attack. How often is it coming up? How often is that coming up? Okay, what else would click foul play, man? Like, what else would click foul play? T-Tar? T-Tar could rip off a foul play. I think it's probably more likely to have Crunch, though, to be fair. I think it's probably more likely to have Crunch. Same with... Oh, no, Weavile doesn't get Crunch. Alright, I also might as well just slap on HP real quick. I might as well. What else is clicking foul play? This is honestly super fair. This is honestly super, super fair. There's not a whole lot of Pokemon that want to click foul play in OU. That is honestly super fair. There's not that many. There's really not that many. I think you got, like, Weavile, and even Weavile might go for, like, a Night Slash or something. Because it has high attack. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe there's not a whole lot of foul play happening. I don't know. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Umbreon? Umbreon definitely has it. But I don't see Umbreon often at all. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. People use foul play in PvP to counter mons that set up like D-Knight. You usually see it on tanky mons. Like a Gregus. You get foul play, right? You're also not very common. Maybe you're right, man. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe foul play is really just not seen in Pokemon OU. I think that's honestly true. Just going through the most used Pokemon, I think that's honestly true. Maybe you do want to go relaxed then. Common foul players in PvP are Amoonguss and Mandibuzz. Okay, we were just talking about Amoonguss too. So is it more significant to run bold or relaxed for Amoonguss? Because that is actually the matchup that we're talking about here. That is actually a matchup that we're talking about, man. Is it more significant to run bold for the foul play or relaxed for the speed under Trick Room? That is actually a really good question. That is actually a really good question. Bro, where did it just go? Hello? $49.4 to... Yeah, it's like a 5% difference, but it becomes a 2-shot versus a guaranteed 3-shot. Oh my god, that's wild, bro. It goes from a guaranteed 3-shot to likely a 2-shot, even though the range changes slightly. What a fucking question, man. What a question. This is really difficult to answer. I feel like you're probably getting hit with a Giga Drain, though. Anyway, I think you're probably getting hit with a Giga Drain anyway. Like, if I grab Giga... Yeah, like, you're just getting Giga Drained anyway, so this is less significant. You're just getting Giga Drained. Sableye, maybe Amoonguss, Umbreon, maybe Porygon 2. Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. I think you're not getting hit with Foul Play. I just don't think... I think you'll get hit with Crunch, you know? Maybe a Night Slash off of a Weavile. I don't think you're getting hit with Foul Play in the Pokemmo OU meta. It's just, like, kind of absent, weirdly. Like, Foul Play is a staple for, like, OU and other rule sets, but I think Pokemmo OU, I don't think you're really seeing it. Alright, you know what? You've convinced me. Relaxed is more important. You've convinced me. Okay. I'm actually glad we've had this conversation. Shout out to you guys in chat. Shout out Maddox is bad for pushing back against me calling for bold. I agree. I agree. I think that because, like, I think theoretically, like, bold makes a ton of sense because of Foul Play. I think that idea makes sense. But I think you're right. I think Foul Play, you're just not seeing it in Pokemon OU. So for that reason, we'll go relaxed. Win the Ditto. You know, win the Slowbro Ditto. Does that mean I have to go 0 speed relaxed? That's honestly a pain in the ass. All right, whatever. Let's start selling Pokemon first, and then we'll circle back to that. Let's start selling these guys off. So, I will save the best Charizard for myself, which is this one. So, awesome. This one's being saved. This one will be sold. Let's do that right now. I also think I'm going to probably ability patch this, but we'll take a look. If I go for 31 modest. Also, I didn't breed this one. I just bought this one because it was 2 times 31 modest for a really good price. So I just grabbed this. Let's take a look. 100k, and then if you throw on hidden ability, yeah. So not really changing anything, and technically with the hidden ability prices right now, it's not worth it. These have been up for 3 days, and mine is worse, which is concerning. I think we go 94. Yeah, this is actually an insane price, by the way, guys. I feel like I picked this up for cheap. I picked this up for, cheap. Was it 60k I picked this up for? I don't know. I mean, that's just free profit. All I did was just evolve it. Give it some EVs. Ooh, let me also check on the EVs of the other Zards. If the EVs are bad, then that changes things. That changes things if the EVs are bad. How are the EVs? Yep, EVs are bad. This is the first one with good EVs. 100k. IV's pretty similar to mine, aka terrible. I think I have to go 94 then. 94.9 because those have been up for too long. Yeah, okay. 94.9 on this. That's just free money. Really, realistically. Yeah, well, yeah, we're gonna sell that. Cool. Cool. Let's go through the list here. We're going to keep this guy. We're going to keep this guy for ourselves. Bam. And then I can also actually grab my other Blastoise. No. Keeping that one. Yeah, keeping that one. That one's getting sold. Ooh. Okay. All of a sudden, we have 3 Blastoises that are the same, which is kind of cool. This guy and... Oh, no, sorry. 2 Blastoises, yeah. Boom and boom. Beautiful Blastoises. Thoughts on holding on to the Zards until raids come back around might make them go up in price? You're right, for sure. But I'm feeling quite broke, and I just need the money moving. I can always just make more Zards and sell them specifically for raids. I would definitely rather get some money back from all these breeds, like, right now. rather than doing that. But that, I think that's a fair thing to say. That's a fair thing to say. But again, like I said, I think that the way to do that better would be to keep that in mind and then specifically, like, make some then. I want the money back. We're going to start, you know, moving money here back and forth. All right, so if I'm keeping the best one, the rest of them are just kind of whatever, right? I mean, they're still good, but yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we've got some stuff to list. We're going to list off the worst to the best. Oh, this is a particle effect. Keep that in mind. It's level 100 too. Okay, let's start with this one. Actually, no, yeah, whatever. Let's just start with this one. Blastoise, Modest. Let's go. Let's just throw in 20s for the defenses and just check. 31, 31, Water Spout. Okay. So we want to hear for 840. 840, 11 hours ago. Mine matches up pretty well with this. I think that this is overpriced because we're seeing 850 is the price for 5 times. I think 840, that's not accurate. I think yours is worth less than that. I might go for 7.9. Might have to go lower, but we can start at 7.9 and we can tick it down because we'll be at max listing value, right? We'll be at max listing price if I start at 7.9. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, I should be at max listing price for that. 799,999. Yeah, so I might as well list this up. And then if I have to tick it down, we'll tick it down. But we'll start here. We'll start here. Awesome. Cool. Next up. Next up. Wait, real quick. Mine's not level 100 either, which you'll have to keep in mind. So I might have to lower this more and more because it's not level 100, which is valid. I think 41 isn't that bad, though. It is a Blastoise after all. All right, moving on. Next, we've got Blastoise here, which matches up perfectly with this guy at 550. Again, mine is not level 100. And I think 31 is more sought after of an IV. I might just undercut him. Oh, am I at max listing price for that too? So it doesn't even matter. I might just slightly undercut him. 26, 25. I can go 525. We can go 525. Yeah, we're also at max listing fee. We'll go 525 on that. Sell that off. And then last but not least, we got the particle effect level 100, which is going to go for more. I might put that up for 600k. Might put that up for 600k. Level 100 particle effect. Might even go, again, because we have max listing fee, might even just go 650 and then just take the price down as it doesn't sell. I think that's good. That would go 650 on that. Take the price down as it doesn't sell. All right, there we go, man. There we go. We have got... We got like 2 million sitting on the GTL. 2 million sitting on the GTL. Not bad. Not bad. Hopefully that stuff comes back to us in a timely fashion. We don't have to lower the price that much. 10:30 p.m. I can start up on the Slowbro. I mean, this is 0 attack. This is beautiful. But this is one I'm going to end up selling. Because it has high defenses, but I want perfect defenses, and 31 speed is kind of annoying. Because it's going to get rolled around unless I specifically make it 0. So yeah, I'm not going to work with this one. Let's go to the other ones. Okay. Let's take a look. I know there was one here that I was like excited about. Yeah, this one. This one. Low speed. But then do I want to go with 2 times 31? Low speed. I think I might not go 0, guys. Is it... Okay, is it crazy to go relaxed, not 0 speed IV? Is it crazy to do that? I feel like yes, right? Because we were just talking about this. Like, the whole thing is to win the Slowking Ditto and win against Amoonguss. And yeah, I think I have to, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to have to. So this is really just a 2 times 31. I'm going to have to make 0 speed, 31 special attack, 31 spadef, proper nature, and I'm going to roll down attack. We're not going to go 0 attack. We'll roll down attack. Would you ever do some Nuzlocke runs of Platinum Kaizo? Fuck no. We were talking about this in previous streams. I will be playing Platinum Kaizo on stream. I'm really excited to do that. We're gonna mess around with that. I mean, there's still goals for me to complete in Pokemmo. There always is something. So I think we're gonna mess around with this Terrakion team, and then I think, you know, maybe in between, or if I'm getting tired of, yeah, I think we're gonna like next stream I'm gonna finish the Terrakion team, and then use it. And then maybe the stream after that, we can start Platinum Kaizo. That sounds honestly like a really fun time. I am not Nuzlocking a Kaizo game. I will not be Nuzlocking a Kaizo Pokemon game. That sounds like hell. I will be beating it, which sounds fun. But no. It's pretty fun, not gonna lie, on my first run at the moment. Good luck to you. That's not as appealing to me. Like, because I'm intending on going in blind for Platinum Kaizo and just kind of enjoying learning, you know, through the game. So, I think what we're going to do is a blind Kaizo run, which is its own thing. And I think if you're Nuzlocking it, I think you kind of have to be looking through documentation and running calcs on, like, every fight if you want to win. And there's a place for that. I'm not putting that down by any means. But that's not what I want to do with my Platinum Kaizo run. So instead, I think I'm going to do Platinum Kaizo blind instead, which is its own fun challenge. But yeah, I'm not going to Nuzlocke it. Fuck no. I'll Nuzlocke a vanilla Pokemon game. I'm open to Nuzlocking a vanilla Pokemon game, but not a Kaizo game. Fuck no. Yeah. Good question, though. Good question. Okay, I think we're going to start with this guy. This makes a lot of sense to me. So let's get cracking on this. And yeah, so yeah, kind of a shame that we don't get to use the 3 speed. Honestly, that is really annoying, but I think you're right. If we're going to bother going for relax, and we have made up our mind that relax is going to be better than bold, then I might as well go 0 speed. I think it's kind of dumb to bother going relaxed and then still losing the Ditto because I didn't go 0 speed. So yeah, this is going to end up being in 5 times. 5 times nature, so like all of the money in our bank account is probably about to get spent on this. But it's a cool Pokemon. Also, this is going to be worth like a shitload of money, guys, because hidden ability Slowbros are already kind of ridiculously expensive. Damn, that's fucking crazy. 525,000. I'm so glad I bought some. I wish I had bought more, honestly. I wish I had bought more. I did not expect it to pop off like that. 500,000 is insane. Extra deals are still at the same price they were during the event. That's fucking crazy, dude. This is honestly insane. This is honestly so wild. I'm glad I bought, you know, how many I did, but this is ridiculous. Yeah, dude, it's just cooked. It's just, like, this is crazy. This is so insane. Anyway, whatever. I'm glad that I got the ones that I did. But yeah, I kind of wish I bought more instead of the Excadrills. I honestly didn't expect it to be that crazy. I didn't expect it to be that crazy. Like, I knew, you know, I knew they were gonna do well. That's why I bought some. But that's ridiculous, bro. 500,000 just for HA. It's kind of ridiculous. All right. Anyway, let's jump in. Let's jump in. There's a couple ways we can do this. We can do a Ditto, but I think actually what's going to be cheaper is if I just go female. If I just go female slow. And we're looking for... Let me just punch in the stats here. We're looking for this. Match 2. And we'll just start ripping through the breeds here. We'll just start ripping through the breeds. Nope, that's 50k. Awesome. So instead, if I buy a Ditto, yeah. And we can start off with 0 speed. You know, 0 speed might be an easier one to keep. I think if I'm breeding my own breeders, I think keeping 0 speed around, starting off with that, is probably a good idea. I can buy this one right here. Actually, no, I can buy lower defense or lower attack, 2 attack. That's glorious. So let's grab this one, I think, and we'll kind of just get off to the races. I think I'll be able to work with 0 speed. So let's do that. No perfect relax bros on the GTL, yeah. So I'm gonna make one right now. So yeah, it's gonna cost me a shitload of money, but like we're saying, the demand is there. Like it's gonna be like I'm not selling it. I'm keeping this for myself. And again, I'm glad that I planned for the future and made sure I got some good slow bros like this one. 2x31 is nice to start off with. So I won't be selling it. I will sell other ones in the future. I think I'm still going to wait for the price to come up on these, because the supply is only going down, right? Like, the supply is only going down. So yeah, we're going to make a crazy come up on some perfect slow bros. Or not, we'll go near perfect. Like, some of these I specifically bought to be near perfect, like this one, for instance. This one is meant to be high defense, right? And then we'll make it 31 special attack. We'll roll the speed down. We're not going to we're not going to bother on 0 speed for this. Because, I mean, like I could make this one perfect with 0 attack, 0 speed. But then why is it 28 and 29? You know what I mean? So, like, this is going to be an imperfect but very good slow bro that will sell. And same with the other ones. These ones are going to be imperfect but very good. Like, look, we got some 30s involved. Like, we're going to keep the 30s alive. You know, worst case, we roll this down to like 28 or something. So, yeah, we're not gonna make another perfect one, I think. Besides, and technically, this one's even also not gonna be perfect because we're gonna roll down the attack. We're not gonna make it 0 attack. It's just gonna complicate things. And I don't, again, like we were saying before, I don't actually think it's gonna be that relevant. I have been converted. I think relax is better than bold. I don't think I'm getting foul played really that much at all. So that's fine. Could be an easy moneymaker. TBH, sell it for like 4 mil. Yeah, but like, but then what am I gonna keep for myself? Like, I need a slow bro for PvP, and I can make a very, very good one. Again, technically not perfect because it's not 0 attack, but a near perfect slow bro using this. I'm gonna keep that for myself. If I were to sell it, then making one for myself, it would already start off with being $500,000 just for the start. I don't know. I think we're gonna keep, again, this is like how I always breed. We always keep the best breed for ourselves, and I sell the other ones off into the market. I think we're just gonna do it like that. Okay, so here we go. So, do I want to make this a female? Is it gonna be a 3 times? Is it worth making this a female? I feel like the answer is no. I feel like the answer to that is no. I feel like it's no. I'll just breed up another slowpoke to breed with it. Like a non-HA slowpoke. Like, how much? Well, let's take a look. How much for... Let's just say a match 2. Fuck. Okay, well, alright, well, fine. Match 1. Nah, maybe this isn't worth it. Maybe I do have to go female. It's only 5k. Alright, fine. We'll go female on that. Unless I... For a Ditto... For a Ditto? Yeah, alright, fine. We'll go female. Bro, region slowpokes like doubled in price. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. I'm so glad that I bought some, and I wish I had bought more. Just like I said earlier. I wish I had bought more. I didn't... Like, I foresaw them going up in price, but not to the level that they did. Not to the level that they did. I mean, again, I did well on it because I bought some, but I only bought 5. Like, I could have bought, like, 10 or more. The problem is when I was buying them, they were worth, like, 130k. And, like, more, like, that was, I think, the lowest one. I think the cheapest one I got was for, like, 130, and then they went up to, like, 150. And then I stopped buying at around that price, and then they went up to 200, and I was like, okay, I'm not buying at 200. I think they might even like come down a little back to 150, and then they just never did, and they just went up, up, up. And now they're more like the cheapest one is worth more than $500,000. It's honestly insane. It's honestly insane. I mean, that's just how it is, bro. There's always one hidden ability Pokemon that's like that. For, you know, in the past it was Manectric, and then like before E4 nerfs it was Excadrill. And now it's Slowbro, where like the HA is super valuable, super relevant, and the supply of them is very limited. So like, yeah, it's gonna be really expensive. I guess it makes sense. I did not foresee it being that, because like usually, like because I was basing it on like Excadrill, and like usually for Excadrill it takes a while for the price to go up. Like right now, the price for Excadrill HA is the same that it was during the Lunar New Year event. It takes a while for those to build value as like the supply kind of gets pulled out of the market. And again, there's always going to be demand for that because Mold Breaker is an incredible ability for a ground type, which essentially just means Earthquake hits Levitate. That's like the kind of the point. But yeah, like Excadrill will rise in value over time, but right now it's not. And Slowbro's just been off to the races. You think they will still go up? Yeah, I do. That's why I think it's so crazy. I think these are going to be like Manectric level, because that's why I think it's so crazy, is because the supply is only going down, right? By people breeding them, by them being on accounts that go like inactive or whatever. Like, you know, like the supply, they only come in through mysterious Cherish Balls, and the most of those that were Mysterious Cherish Balls, like, being open the most at one point in time was Lunar New Year. So, moving past Lunar New Year, the supply for more hidden ability Slowbros coming into the game, that rate of them coming into the game is only going to decrease. And the demand is there. Like, it's a PvP mon. Like, it's good in PvP. Like, the demand is there. So, like, yeah. Like, I don't see them going down in price. Unless, you know, until next year, which hopefully the devs don't make this mistake and they put Manectric and Slowbro back in the Mysterious Balls. Please don't throw that. Manectric is like unbuyable at this point in time. But like, yeah, I don't really see. Dude, you know what's actually a crazy hustle? Wait, chat. Wait, speaking of, hold on, wait. This is a crazy hustle. Wait, hold on, wait. Okay, these are 1.25. I was gonna say it like technically I think would make you money right now. This is a hustle. This is a hustle, chat. This is a hustle. I don't have the money to do it, but I just like saw this. Like, I just saw this as a vision. Bro, buy a Manectric, non-HA, right? You know, get one like this. Modest. How much? 100k. Buy a Manectric like this, 100k. Go and grab the cheapest shiny you can find. Turn it in for a prismatic pearl, and then there you go. You have a hidden ability Manectric. In fact, now that I'm looking at it, that's probably why the price of Manectric is the price of a shiny, because this is essentially how you're getting hidden ability Manectric at this point in the game. Like, this is just how expensive they are. So yeah, I can 100% see Slowbro getting to this level where it's just the price of the cheapest shiny, because like that's the only way you're getting them. So yeah, I could definitely see this going up. Making a perfect Slowbro in theory costs about 1.5 mil, including buying the HA bro, and sells for 3 mil plus, possibly. Not sure since only one bold bro on market. Yeah. I mean, yeah, dude, selling Slowbros is kind of the play. It's kind of the play. I mean, again, like, that's why I need more money coming back in, because I would love to capitalize on that, you know, and kind of jump on this market and list these guys, start listing these guys off, breeding them up and listing these guys off. But I need money to, like, I need to be able to burn like 2 million to breed these guys up, you know? So yeah, hopefully, I mean, we have 2 million sitting on the market. So hopefully the 2 million on the market we have sitting comes back to us soon, and then maybe we start doing this. Maybe we start moving Slowbros. It's 1 pearl for non-shinies, so 300k. I've never used prismatic pearls. How does that work? Do you get multiple prismatic pearls for turning in a shiny? Is that how that works? You turn in a shiny, it gives you... You're saying it would give you like 4 pearls? And then you only have to use one of them for a Slowbro? Is that what you're saying? Wait. If that's what you're saying, then this is a crazy, crazy play. And I would recommend you do this. To buy good Manectrics off the GTL, turn in a cheap shiny for Prismatic Pearls, and then make them HA and list them. If that's what you're telling me, because I've never actually done the Prismatic Pearl thing, I just know that it's in the game. If you're telling me that a shiny Pokemon gives you multiple Prismatic Pearls, and you only need to use one Pearl to make a non-shiny Pokemon HA, then this is an infinite money glitch. I don't have the funds to pull this off right now, but that is therefore an infinite money glitch, if that's how that works. Let me know. I don't really know. I know that it's in the game. I don't know exactly how the numbers work for Prismatic Pearls. I'm very curious about that. That is straight up an infinite money glitch, if that's how that works. Guys, we pulled Sassy. Okay, so here's a problem. This is actually a problem. Are we keeping Sassy now? Fuck. I feel like no, right? I feel like we're just going for relaxed. Like, tough. Like, yeah, we pulled Sassy, but like I feel like no. I feel like we're not keeping this. It's always sad, bro, when that happens. Like, if you're making something to be adamant, you pull Jolly and you're like, okay, as nice as that is, I'm just not. Yeah, bro, Sassy with 0.39% usage. It's just you want defense boost, not SPDF boost. You get 3 pearls from a base 5 times Horde shiny. It costs 3 to put HA on a shiny. It costs 1 for a non-shiny. But it's useless because the Manectrics are already level 100 and HA. But you're telling me that I can go and grab... Pearls don't create more supply of HA because you need to kill an HA of that same species in the process of... Oh! I didn't know that's how that works. You have to... Okay. I thought you just, like, put the Pearl on and it makes it HA. You're saying you have to take an HA Manectric and then Prismatic Pearl it onto... Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought, like, you could just use the Pearl and it would just make it HA. Okay, I see how that works. For a second, I was like, hold on, wait. Infinite money glitch. By just turning in shinies and making HA Manectrics. You can't make an HA Manectric. You can transfer the HA onto... Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay. That's, like, not even that useful. I guess it's only useful for shinies. Because you can just breed it up and then breed it with your Pokemon. You know? Anyway, alright, whatever. We're not using Sassy. It is sad. I could potentially sell this for some solid money. Because it's 2 times 31 with 0 speed. Sassy. Should I check that? Fuck. Am I selling this slow, bro? Fuck, bro. I'm not using it myself because I'm going for relaxed. But pulling Sassy, I have to keep that in mind. Okay, so let's just look. If we're, let's say 31, 31, 31, match 3. There's none. There's literally none on the market. I think Sassy is like, I don't think people care. You know, as similar as it is to relaxed, I don't think people care on the slow, bro. You want physical defense boosted, not special. So bummer, close, but we did not pull it. Whatever. Let's just keep going. So what group are you? I don't know. It's like I said before. It's like when you're trying to get adamant, you pull Jolly, and you're like, well, it's cool, but like I don't care. Whatever. Okay, Monster and Water A. Let's take a look here. Check for Monster Egg group. I tend to have good luck with Monster Egg group as of late. Okay. We're gonna want to match 3 of these guys. No. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do... Yes! Okay, yes. I knew we could use Dittos. So I feel like Ditto's the play. Guys. I feel like we can keep 0 speed, although, I don't know. Actually, I was kind of hoping to find it 3 times, really. And pull up, you know, keep 0 speed for, like, really cheap. Not really finding it. If I were to go here... The Dittos are barely cheaper, really, for using speed. Like, it does work, what I was saying, but, like, it's not that effective. Special attack here. Well, there's also females. Wait, if I go female and go up to +3. Oh, sorry, hide female only. No. Down to 2. Alright. Let's start throwing stuff on, man. Throwing stuff together. Alright, so let's just kind of keep everything in mind here. So wait, where did that Slowpoke go? Okay, right here. Let's take it over here. Put that at the top of the box. And then we are going to make this for it. And this we'll put on special attack. And then we'll need special defense and nature at the end. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Make this a male. Keep going. Oh, shit. But yeah, I think we're going to be able to get away with using the 0 speed on this next breed. Because we're going to breed up a bunch of Pokemon to kind of put together. And I think we'll be able to get away with 0 speed kind of clutching up here. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe it's not as good as I'm thinking. Dude, what am I doing, bro? I need the braces, please, and thank you. Alright. Yeah, we're good, bro. We're good. Okay. Dude, wasting a 30 is so sad. It just is what it is, guys. Whatever, man. It just is what it is. Like, we're making a perfect Pokemon. We're gonna have to... I mean, it's just disappointing, honestly, to waste a 30 like that. But fuck it, whatever. We're gonna be lowering the attack too, which is nice. Okay. There's a chance we pull relaxed here too. There's always a chance. Always a chance. Alright, do that. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, now let's grab some mons. We need to make sure that we get on Spadef. That's the last one. So let's grab some 2 times Pokemon and let's slap them together. I'm going to check Water A egg group for 0 speed mons. Might get lucky. $70K for that? Not really worth it. It's like barely not worth it. Got 60K. 60K is the price, right? 20. Yeah, 60. So this is a good deal. I guess 60. I guess because you're... Well... I guess these are good deals, I guess. But am I running... Are we running Water A or are we running Monster? What do we want to do? What do we want to do here, man? 80K. Weirdly enough, it looks like Monster, man. Looks like... Or, sorry, it looks like we might be running Water A, actually. Okay, they're all Dittos. We're gonna need to make sure we buy some non-Ditto Pokemon, too. Like this Wingull. Okay, fine. Holy shit, good question. Holy shit, good question. Does the Slowbro line have any egg moves that are relevant? Oh my god, thank you for saying that. If we're gonna put all this... I don't think so. I don't think it's running Belly Drum. Good question. I don't think these are relevant. You guys can let me know. I don't think we're running any of these moves. Thank you for saying that, though. That would have been such a throw if it did. I think we're good, though. Good question, man. Yeah, I will buy this for 60K. That's a good price, honestly. That's fine. I'll buy that for 60K. Alright. I think we should probably make the rest from 2 times. So you can get some rolls at gender without having to pay the price for it. And I guess we're going Water A. Buy this Ditto. Ooh, I need to keep in mind that I want to keep the attack low. Okay, nice. 10 attack. Yeah, I need to keep that in mind, actually. That is relevant. I want to keep the attack low. That is actually relevant. It's just they're all Dittos. It's unfortunate. Okay, we have one here, a Bibarel. Or sorry, a Bidoof. With low attack. Okay, we're looking for special attack or Spadef on this guy. To match it up with the Golduck. Special attack or special defense. Oh, just now. Yoink. That's great. That's great to pull that. That's fine. We have Dittos. Also, this Ditto just came out for 6K. Damn, I couldn't get it. Well, whatever. That's okay. It's fine. Seeing like we're seeing a lot of defense and speed here, like the Ditto here too. I need something else. It also has low attack. Let me put that in. Let me put in 10 attack here. And we can raise this to 3 times. Yeah. Okay, there's one down here for Spadef. So I'll grab that. And then I would want special attack realistically. Yeah, there's this guy right here. 1 attack. We'll take that. Okay, we bought a couple mons here. I think we're good to go, right? No. Well, I could Ditto. Do these go together? No, these don't go together. Okay, whoops. Whoops. That's fine. We're going to need more anyway. So that's fine to pick that one up. Let's quickly pull this out of the PC here. Because I think that's going straight in with the Slowpoke, I believe. And then we can keep looking for other mons. Okay. You made that mistake so many times. Dude, it sucks. I made my superiors without glare. It's really annoying. I mean, I don't mind as much because I haven't really like wanted to use glare, but sometimes I'm in a PvP game or whatever. Dude, I'm down to 185. Holy smokes, we need stuff to sell. Sometimes I'm in PvP games where the other person superior uses glare, and I'm like, yeah, damn, that's a good move. I wish I had that. Okay. I need to be careful here with this money. We are really draining the account. We can always just do like an hour of money grinding. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so anyway, we are gonna roll this out. Hopefully we pull relaxed again, you know, just take more rolls at it. We're gonna breed more Pokemon anyway. Hopefully one of those pulls relaxed, we'll see. But anyways, we're just gonna be looking for Spadef on this. The attack is nice and low. Could be lower. We're working on it. So yeah, just Spadef next and relax, and then we are done. We're not gonna worry about any egg moves. Let's do that. Looks good. And we're gonna have our near perfect Slowpoke almost ready to go pretty soon, which, like we were saying before, is worth millions. So even though I'm not selling it, again, like, you know, it all goes into your net worth. It all adds up. So happy to have it. Anyway, let's be careful here. We got 180,000 left to finish this slow, bro. Dude, we might have to go and take a break for money grinding or wait for GTL listings to sell to finish it, honestly, which is really disappointing. Just kind of is what it is. All right, anyway, let's go back. Let's go back through these listings. 31, 31, 31, 0. We're doing Water A and looking for the rematches. Okay, wait, so really quickly, let's just kind of like look at what we've got here. Yeah, two defense and 0 speed. This is special attack Spadef. This is Spadef speed. So, realistically, this one should go with the male. That Ditto. Yeah, I can't use that. Let's look for something with the Quagsire. We need special attack or special defense. See one right here. I'll buy that. That goes with the Quagsire. So wait, we're going to get special attack, Spadef, 0 speed. Defense is getting added on. Yeah, okay. Everything looks good. We've got this guy. Yeah, okay. Everything looks good. Okay, and then something for you. I would love to see a lower it. Yeah, right, like right here. Special attack, speed, low attack. Great. All right, cool. Let's throw these guys together. I'm doing a red refight into flipping session right now. LOL, cash deck is tight for me from raids and Keldeo prep. What's going on with Keldeo? What's going on with Keldeo? But yeah, I think everyone's feeling that after the event season, just burning funds. It's finally over. You finally get a break, kind of rebuild the stack. But yeah, wait. Is there new information about that? Or are you just like kind of guessing at what you think might be good? Very interesting though. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. I think everyone's feeling that though. I'm certainly feeling that. The stack is struggling. Oh, no, okay, I'm sorry. I was like, did I screw something up? No, we're good. Spadef. I'm gonna have to go buy more braces. Okay, and I'm not gonna roll gender on, or I'm not gonna pick gender. I'm gonna roll gender on these. I think it'll work out. I mean, worst case, we pull 3 females, and that sucks. Mentally prepping for Keldeo in my dreams. Yeah, Keldeo is gonna be fucking hard. I already know. I already know Keldeo is gonna be really hard. It's okay though. All right. Let me buy some more braces real quick. Dude, I'm burning money, man. I'm genuinely, dude. It's getting scary. Like, I'm getting, like, down to, like, a scary level of not having funds. Dude, that's the rest of the money, man. Fucking hell. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, whatever. That's wild. We're not picking gender anyway, so whatever. Let's throw the rest of these guys in, and then let's go do Striaton City. Let's go do Striaton City. I didn't leave myself enough money to buy Charm. Ah, whatever, bro. Whatever. We're just trying to, like, hold off until something from the GTL sells, and then that'll kind of cover me. This is wild, though. This is the lowest amount of money I've had in this game since, like, starting the game. Which is crazy. Honestly crazy. Wow. Defense. Special attack. Okay. Roll it out. Hoping something rolls relaxed. Hoping we get some mails. Let's go and grab some funds from Striaton City. Might as well. We have a baseline of really good mons. If you want to have some basic information, just know that Gelatin will be used, special bulk with water and fighting immunity, basically a lock. But how do you know? Like, how do you know that? Because, like, there's no information for Keldeo being out, right? And you're just, like, looking at its stats and, like, typing or whatever? Is that what you're doing? Like, just looking at its stats and typing? And, like, expected coverage moves? But, like, you can't know for sure, right? Like, how do you know that? It's very interesting. Okay, we pulled bold. Okay. Chat, I think we have to sell this one. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so... Okay. Well, here's the deal. Am I selling this? Yeah, I'm selling this. Okay, we're selling a bold Slowpoke. Alright, chat, we're selling a bold Slowpoke. I mean, we pulled bold. We pulled bold. I have to sell it. It's gonna make, I mean, especially when I'm this low on funds, it's gonna make us a ton of money, and I'll make a new one. Fuck it. I have to sell this. I pulled bold. Like, this is so lucky. When it comes out 4 times, it pulls bold. That saves me so much money. I have to sell it as bold. Do you know the best place to farm humanoid egg group Pokemon? No, unfortunately, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't have that information for you. Don't do a whole lot of catching. Unless they cheat and go off the learn set. Like, you're expecting it to be, like, like the like a PvP set. Probably Route 113 and Hellwind for Spinda. Okay, good call. But yeah, I have to sell this for bold. Okay, so whatever. I'm gonna have to make another one from scratch. That's fine. Like again, it's lucky. Like I can't be like I'm happy about it. I got lucky, but because I'm this low on money, like it does kind of set me back time wise because I have to wait for some money to start coming back in. Because like I literally like I'm broke as fuck right now. Like I have to wait for money to start coming back in before we can do this. Finish the Terrakion team. So. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Well, whatever. That just delays this a little bit longer. We're because I've been convinced. I agree. I think relax is better than bold, but there's definitely a market for bold, and I got really lucky pulling that nature, so I'm gonna sell that. Near perfect, bold, slow, bro. Low attack. It's not gonna be 0 attack, but you know what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you going to do, man? I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like that makes the most sense to sell it. I think it makes the most sense to sell it. It's the second most used nature in PvP. I think it makes sense. Let's just grab some quick money. I think it makes sense. Like I was saying before for foul play. Yeah, it's running bold 42% of the time. Yeah, I have to sell it. And then is there Slow King? What are you? No. You're going sassy, though. But yeah, whatever. I think pulling bold is better. All right. W. Honestly, that's going to help us make so much money. Honestly. Selling that is going to, like, I'm going to be straight. Because that's going to, like we said before, that's going to go for like 3 million. I mean, I can price check it. You said there was one on the market right now? 0, 31, 31, 31, 31. Nature bold. HA. 2.75 mil. Has 0 attack. So mine would have to be priced cheaper than it. Because mine doesn't have 0 attack. I mean, that's like a huge come up for me, though. Like, that's a huge come up for me. Even with not 0 attack, I think that's still great. But then for some reason, they listed this one as more expensive with 31 attacks IV, like a goober. I don't know why they did that. That was a throw. I don't think anyone's buying this, bro. Nice particle effect, but that is a crazy mistake to put 31 attack on that. Like, that is actually insane that you would do that. I mean, you made it bold. Why would you put... Okay, anyway, whatever. Dev should sell it. Yeah, I agree. Because I agree that I think relaxed is better, but there's still a market for bold. And, like, that's just a crazy, like, come up on profit that I can't just turn away. So I'll have to make a new one from scratch, and that's okay. I'll have to make a new one from scratch. That's totally fine. Totally fine. We will use the money that we get from selling it to go towards making a new one. And again, like I said, I'm going to have to sell mine for under that, so I'll start with, like, 2.5 mil, I think. We'll give, like, a decent price cut, because ours is not bold, and also the market is very, like, slow moving, I think, for that. So I'll give a decent price cut, but even 2.5 mil is crazy. Oh, it's alpha particle effect. I don't think, I mean, yeah, that's fair. I don't think people care. Like, I don't care. Like, that's why I didn't even notice, because I don't care. Like, if I'm looking at, like, a Pokemon, I don't really consider, like, I don't know. I mean, I know that alpha has a price boost, but, like, I don't really ever consider that. I just look at, like, the raw IVs, and, like, if there's, like, egg moves that are relevant, then I just exclude anything that doesn't have the relevant egg move, like for Squirtle. And then, yeah, I just look at raw stats. I don't care about if it's alpha or not. Maybe that's just me. I think most people would agree, though. They want to get the best stats for the cheapest they can if they're looking for PvP or PvE mods. I think you're really only looking for, like, alphas if you're trying to get a Shalfa. I don't think that many people are that interested. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Bold is nice for some scenario on PvP, such as attempt to burn such toxic other Slowbro before they teleport out. How would Oh, you were saying if they were slower than you because they're running relaxed, but yeah, teleport is prio. Yeah, so that wouldn't work? You would be faster than than the Ditto if you're not under Trick Room. I don't know. I think Relax is just better. I mean, we had this whole argument earlier, and at first I was on the Bold team. You're good, bro. At first I was on Team Bold for foul play, but I've been convinced that okay, like theoretically that argument makes so much sense to run Bold for foul play in other metagames, but in specifically Pokemon PvP, like Pokemon OU, you're not seeing. I just accidentally challenged this with fire types. You're not actually seeing that much foul play in Pokemon OU. We actually like went through and looked earlier in stream. You're just not seeing it. So in this specific metagame, I don't think it's very relevant. And that's really like the only reason that you want to go Bold over Relaxed, because you definitely want to go Relaxed for Trick Room advantage. But I was saying earlier in stream that I don't know how important it is, because you're already 30 base speed, so you're already outspeeding a lot of stuff under Trick Room. Like, you would be tied with Reuniclus. You're barely slower than, like, Promenade 33 base speed, you're 30. You're tied with Amoonguss, which is the most relevant one. You're tied with Kafagrigus. You're 10 speed faster than Torkoal. There's, like, not that much. But I think, yeah, just for the Ditto, like, for Teleport. Well, no, because if you were... You would want to slow Teleport on Ditto, right? You'd want to slow Teleport. Okay, I guess I'm going Ninetales against the Fire type team. But you'd want to slow Teleport, right? Because you would want to get the information of what they're sending in. On the Ditto? I don't know. What would you spend 500 RP on if it's the only RP you had access to? That's a fucking great question, man. EXP ramp is 1,000, right? So you'd be 500 off of that, which would mean you'd have to get another 500 RP somehow, which is like really difficult to do. So I don't know. If you want to save for that, then do that. Otherwise, oh, ocarinas. How much are ocarinas? Bro, this thing is Flashfire. I just didn't even notice. Okay, Magikarp sold. W. We're back in the game, baby. We're back in the game. We can keep breeding. Hold on. How much is ocarinas? Definitely would not buy any of this shit. That's for sure. Okay, I would buy ocarinas. I would buy... I don't know. You can make arguments for a lot of them. I think obviously the most valuable is Fly and Surf. Those are the most valuable ocarinas. I think you can make arguments for... So I guess I would do those. I would buy Fly and Surf ocarina. Unless you already have them or something. Ocarina 200 IP, yeah. I would buy Fly and Surf if it were me. I think those are the most important. To be fair, though, as well, and this is also something to keep in mind, is that, and I do this on my alt account, I just have a Wingull that has Fly and Surf, and I just use that Wingull whenever I need to use those ocarinas, or like those HMs, and because they're like so common, like it comes up a lot, and I just grab that. And then it makes sense to grab other ocarinas if you're comfortable with just using like a Wingull for flying around. But I mean, I don't know. Fly and Surf is definitely the most used HMs in the game. I would definitely prioritize those. Second best one to get. I definitely think Surf is next. I definitely do. Especially, I mean, Pikachu learns Fly and Surf too for EV training, so like it's not that so I don't know. You can work around it, but Surf is incredibly convenient. Surf is incredibly convenient. Okay, again I threw by accidentally sending in Heat Round like a dumbass. It doesn't matter. I can just send in Pelly. I've like really not been doing this fight efficiently at all. We're not on Charm though, so I wasn't really taking it that serious. But yeah, I would say Fly and Surf is like what I would do for sure. Yeah, I'm so privileged, bro. I have all the... No, I don't actually have all of them. Which one don't I not have? I don't think I have Dig. Yeah, I don't have Dig. I think Dig is the only one that I don't have, genuinely. I think it's like the only one that I don't have. Straight up. Or no, like Whirlpool. I don't have Whirlpool. I don't have Sweet Scent. Okay, I don't have Sweet Scent, Headbutt, Whirlpool, Flash. dig, defog, and dive. I actually don't have a lot, but I have all the ones that matter, which is fly, surf, cut, rock smash, strength, waterfall, rock climb. There's an argument to be made for teleport being pretty good, but I don't know about that. Yeah, and Sweet Scent isn't even that good because you have to have Sweet Scent in your party anyway, right? So like it doesn't even matter. Like I would say there's like almost no use of having Sweet Scent Ocarina, right? I forgot how many ocarinas there are, but there's like a really cool calc I've seen before, which is like, I forget who did this, but somebody, it might have even been Petrowski actually. Somebody like, showed the price of a dig ocarina and what that equates to in escape ropes, and showed how many escape ropes you would have to use for it to have made sense to have bought in the dig ocarina. And it is so many that it's just like, just use escape ropes. Like, just don't, like, there's just no reason to buy a dig ocarina. Just always keep like a couple escape ropes on hand. Don't feel bad about using them, and you're saving yourself so much time and energy. Or money, really. Just saving yourself money than if you were to buy the dig ocarina. That's like the most useless one because there's just escape ropes. Or Sweet Scent, like I said before, because I'm pretty sure you have to have Sweet Scent in your party. You can't like not bring Sweet Scent and use the ocarina. So I'm pretty sure that's how that works. All right. Anyway, we got a little bit of money left to work with. We're back up to 90K. Massive W. We've got 90K to dump into this breed. Oh, the problem is I have to... This is a breed for profit now at this point. Fuck. And I'm going to have to take listing fee, which is going to be 25,000. Like, this is, like, so crazy, bro. Like, I'm... Bruh. I can keep the Nidoran in my party, sure. He's kind of chill. Alright. Let's grab these guys, see what we pulled. Two females, unlucky, is what it is. Timid, naive, hasty. Not what we're looking for. That's fine, though. Okay, well, shit. I pulled too many females. That's fine. I'll just make the other ones male from now on. Make sure that they match up. Okay, maybe I should do that first. Well, hold on. Let's kind of figure this out here. So, I need a 5 times to go with the Slowpoke because we're keeping it to be bold. This would be a 4 times. We're missing HP, right? Let's make that the only one that we're missing. Oh, but I need HP. But I need HP. Because it has to be 5 times. Yeah. Okay, fine. So then this doesn't even matter. Alright, fine. So then I have to go and grab HP. Say max attack be like 10 again. From a lonely group water. Foul play damage on relaxed Libro does 28 to 34 if 31 attack IV, 24 to 29 if 0 attack IV. So even if foul play Pokemon become relevant in OU, it won't do much to Slowbro and it will get healed back with 1 regen. Yeah, it's not, yeah, I agree. I think bold is not that significant. It is the second most used nature, so we will sell that as bold, but we're going to be going for relaxed ourselves. That's why I'm selling this one off. Alright, match 3, right? Yeah. But I have to make sure I get HP. I want something lower attack than that. 24k is kind of pushing it. It's 2k more for lower attack. We're at 9 attack. I think it's really relevant, especially because this one's bold. I think it's really relevant to push for lower attack. Where was that HP? Right here? Yeah, I think this is worth to pick up. Alright. So we've got you. And then I need a male that fits with this. And that would also make it fit with either of these. I don't think I can screw this up, actually. Yeah, I don't think I can screw that up, actually, so that's fine. Okay, let's go back to the front page. No, that does not work. I'm looking for special attack and low attack stat. 4 will do? No, this is special defense. Fuck. 3 at 24k again? Yeah, we'll take that. Oh, this is a female again. Damn. Shoot. Okay, wait. It's kind of annoying. It's actually kind of annoying. Unless I want to take 7 for 23,000. Okay, there's 7 for 23,000. Fuck. Oh, 24.5? Alright, well, sure. We'll take it. Gonna spend money to make money. We'll do it. Alright. These go together. We're missing defense and spadef. That would work. Yeah. Alright, so make this a male. It would go with... I'm pretty sure either of these works. And then, okay. Should I just throw these guys in? These can come out as either. I think I should. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so the Golduck has to be a male. Or sorry, they're both gonna be Golducks. The first Golduck has to be a male. The second one can be whatever. So let's do that. HP, speed, male. This has to be a male. Yes. Looks good. Great. The second Golduck can be whatever, because I'll just make the other one match it. And if it comes out male, I might just roll it again, honestly. Honestly, if this comes out male, we might roll the next one. I'm just going to see how that goes, see how if we get lucky or not. I kind of like doing that, right? Because if you're... Sorry, because I'm trying to explain this, right? So, this Psyduck is going to get bred with something to make it a 5 times... Right? And then that's I'm gonna make that a male. So it doesn't matter what gender this comes out. If it comes out female, I'll make the one that goes with a male. If it comes out male, I'll just roll the other one. Because there's no bad scenarios with that. Like if it comes out male, I'll sell one for a profit because males are worth more. If it comes out female, then they match together. So there's, yeah, that's just like something nice to do. If you know you're gonna match 2 Pokemon together, roll the gender on the first one. And if it comes out female, then buy male on the second one. If it comes out male, then just roll the second one again, too. And there's, like, really no bad outcomes that way. Only thing I do have to keep in mind is I'm really low on money. So I can't, like, front the cost of a lot of breeds right now, to be fair. So that is true. It's just a way of getting around paying for gender. When you're breeding for profit, you try to get, like, as much... You know what I mean? Like, you try to... like just cut as many costs as possible, because that's really what your profit is, because the price for the final product Pokemon, it has already been set by the market. Like you can't really like mess around with that. Like the price is the price, so it's about how do you fill that demand by spending the least amount of money yourself, and then that difference is your profit. How worth is EXP amp? Actually, it's fucking incredible. It's honestly really good. It's also a decent move for you to wait for your next 500 RP to buy EXP ramp. I can show you. So yeah, 25% of the XP is shared among active Pokemon. So that's like the leading Pokemon, and the rest goes to the rest. So you actually get more Pokemon sent to the back of the party. So if you're doing Rampardos at Mount Silver or just EXP training in general, your party will get leveled faster, as well as a plus 5% boost. It's way, way faster than EXP shares, especially if you're doing a lot of Pokemon at level 100. It's really nice, honestly. So yeah. I'm so used to leveling ones 2 at a time, wondering if AM is something I should aim for or not. It's way faster. If you spend a lot of time leveling to 100, like I do, if it has an Iron Man, then you have to. That's the only way you get level 100 Mons. It is reasonable for you to forgo Fly and Surf Ocarinas and wait until you get EXP ramp. It is reasonable to do that. I don't think either is a bad decision. It's up to you. I think both of those calls is the best thing that you can do, is buy Fly and Surf or wait for EXP ramp. I think both are perfectly reasonable. I think anything else you did with it would be wrong, but those two things I think are what you should do. Okay. I'm running out of money, bro. Sell, please. I guess I can go into another gym while we're waiting, I guess. This is crazy. I've never been this broke before. I mean, it's Pokemon, right? Like, I have an insane amount of value in my PC. It's really in my PC. It's really in my Pokemon. It's in my PC. It's not really items. Well, I have all the investments from, like, you know, event season and shit, but it's really the Pokemon. Like, the Pokemon in my PC. My PC is worth, like, probably 10 million. I think that's so, like, conservative of a number to say. I think it's worth more than 10 million. Like, maybe 15. Maybe even pushing 20. This box alone is worth a shitload of money. Yeah, I think my PC is worth, like, 20 mil, maybe. 15 to 20. I think 15, conservative, 20 mil is more aggressive. I think that's super fair, though. 15 to 20 mil. I would consider I have all the legendary Pokemon as well. Right? Like, my box is worth a shitload of money. My PC box. Or my PC. That's where all my money is. It's just in the Pokemon. Which honestly makes me happy. Because I don't need yen. I like having really cool Pokemon. So all of my money getting funneled into that honestly makes perfect sense to me. I wonder how much it's worth. I really do. I wonder how much. I think, dude, I think it's like 20 mil. Straight up. I think my PC is worth 20 million. Which is insane, honestly. I mean, I just left and now it hatches. Fantastic timing. I think it is. I really think it's worth 20 mil. I think that might even be lowballing it, bro. I have one shiny, all the legendary Pokemon, a bunch of 4 times, 5 times Pokemon. I have a 6 times Pokemon. It's gotta be. I mean, dude. I have all of these. I have all the Slowbros. 4 Slowbros alone is worth 2 mil. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, the 4 of the Slowbros is worth 2 million. This guy's worth, like, 2.5. Or is it less? No, it's 2.5, right? Or is it 2.25? It's over. This one's worth more than 2 million. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. It's honestly kind of crazy. These guys are worth some cheddar as well. Anyway. That's what I like about this game, though. I don't like hoarding my money or buying vanities and items. I like having a lot of really cool and good Pokemon. Green number, you know? I'm a green number kind of guy. I'm a green number kind of guy, man. What can I say? Alright, so this is what's going to end up going with the Slowpoke when we get HP put on. And I'm pretty sure HP can go with either one, right? Sorry. No, it cannot go with this one. It can go with this one, so we'll put these two together. Cool. And I'm going to actually roll gender on that too. Because again, there's just like no bad answers for that. If it's male, I'll sell it or keep it for the next breed. If it's female, then it works. Only problem is I'm low on money, but whatever. I'm not going to make an inefficient choice just because of that. You know what I mean? Like, this just straight up saves me 5k. There's no reason for me to, like, I would choose female. There's no reason to choose female on a breeder. You choose female on your end product Pokemon, not on breeders. It's just a waste of 5k to choose female. Okay, let's do that. Let's go and grind a little bit of cash in case it comes out male. Because I would really like to get the Slowpoke done today. I need to relax. Oh, we're not getting the Slowpoke. Okay. Unless something sells on the GTL, I'm not getting the Slowpoke done today. I've just run out of money. So I'm going to have to wait for something to sell. Because I have to do relax. No, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm mistaken. It's bold already. I brained for it. Yeah, no. We're almost done. We have to have enough money to finish the breed and to afford listing fee. Listing fee is going to be 25k. Which gives me 11 grand to work with to finish the breed. Which actually is enough if what I just put into the breeder comes out female. If it comes out male, then I'm going to need a bit more money to get it done. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm not going to pay to make it female. That's just a waste of 5 grand. I'll just do some gyms. It's fine. while we're waiting on hatches. What are you guys excited for, man, in the off season? Are you guys working on PvP teams as well? If you are, what are you working on? Let me know, man. Let me know. I'm definitely most excited about this Terrakion team that we just kind of like talked about early in the stream. For anyone that doesn't know what I'm working on. Oh, sorry. What am I breeding for? Said Game Hacker earlier in chat. Yeah, I'm breeding for a Terrakion OU team. And what we're theory crafting, again, this is just what I've just kind of come up off the top of my head. Feel free to suggest changes. What I've thought off the top of my head is going to be a rain team with Terrakion. So, Pelipper, Zapdos, Slowbro, Terrakion, Scizor, Jirachi. And we're going to run Jolly Choice Band on Terrakion and Adamant Choice Band on Scizor. And then Lefty's Roost on Zapdos. That's the team. That's what we're kind of working towards. And I need Slowbro. That's the last Pokemon I need. And then I need to EV train. And I need to confirm that my EVs on Scizor are correct, because I'm pretty sure those got messed up with raids. But I do have a Scizor. Might have to re-EV train it. We'll see. That's what we're working towards, though. Very excited. Let me know what legendaries you guys are excited to see come to OU. What you guys are working on. And if there was any changes you would make to that team that I just laid out. I think it makes sense, though. I think it makes sense. I don't think it's like maybe the greatest team ever, but I'm a fan of Rain. I hate Rain, LOL, Sun for the win. I understand that. I actually used to be a Rain hater, and then I switched teams. I tried it out. I kind of fell to the dark side, and I have to say, Rain is so fucking fun to use. Rain is maybe one of the most annoying archetypes to play against, but if you're playing it, it's so much fun, bro. Like I was saying before, how I give more credit to PvP Pokemon that are capable of one-shotting. And if you want to talk about one-shotting, talk about Rain. Talk about Swiftsim, Kingdra with Draco Meteor. Talk about Zapdos with 100% accurate Hurricane and Thunder. Talk about Crawdon clicking Aqua Jet and picking up kills with Aqua Jet. Rain is fun as fuck to play. Rain is fun as fuck to play. It really is. It's so threatening. It is so threatening. And no, that's not true. Stall's the most annoying archetype to play against. I would say Rain's like the opposite of Stall because of how threatening it is of picking up Okos and how it demands your opponent to play around what you want to do, which just makes it very fun to play. But yeah, playing against it can be very frustrating. I understand that. Sun is just worse than Rain, though. Let's be real. Soon Pelipper would be Scarf or Specs. I think we're actually probably gonna. I might have to make a new Pelly because I run Timid and Modest on my Pellies. I don't actually have a bold one. I think I actually might have to make a bold Pelly for and that would be Damp Rock U-turn. Pelly would be Damp Rock U-turn on that specific team. So I think I actually might end up making a bold Pelly. I've gotten all of this time in Pokemon without a bold Pelly, and I use it a lot in OU. But Timid can catch a lot of people off guard. Timid Pelly can catch a lot of people off guard. So I like that. But for the team that I was laying out before, I think bold U-turn makes a lot more sense. But yeah, on my like hyper offense Rain team, when I was laying out earlier with like Kingdra and Crawdon, I run the Timid Pelly to catch people off guard. With max special attack, max speed. And you can pick up some kills with Hurricane and Hydro Pump when they do not expect you to be running that. They expect you to just U-turn out. But yeah, you can catch people off guard with a Rain boosted Hydro Pump and just pick up kills with a Pelipper. It is definitely not given the respect it deserves in OU as a threatening offensive presence because most of the time it's run bulky. Most of the time it's run bulky. Because they don't want the Rain Setter to die. But yeah. Anyway. Alright, so this is good. We're going to be up to like a little over 50k to work with. It's still not enough if it comes out female, but whatever, right? Whatever. We'll just deal with that when we get there. And there's always a chance something sells, right? Got a couple listings up. If any of these 3 listings sells, we don't have to worry about this. We don't have to worry about money anymore. We'll be able to finish the bold breed, and then that will sell for over 2 million, and then we're just good to go. So yeah. Bold Damprock Pelly without Swift Swim users. Yeah, for Zapdos Thunder Hurricane and for Slowbro, I think. Because Slowbro and Zapdos are really common allies for Terrakion, and I think Pelipper allows them to be better. I think Pelipper just allows Slowbro and Zapdos to be better. But you're right, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Pelipper isn't as necessary on a team without Swift Swim. That's fair. I still think Zapdos and Slowbro under the rain is just scary as fuck. It's just scary. So, that's why. I would be scared. I'd be scared of seeing a Zapdos and a Slowbro under the rain. That's for sure. All right. And Scizor is really great in rain too. You know what I mean? Scizor is great under rain. There's a lot of really good rain Pokemon that kind of weirdly kind of match up with Terrakion. At least if you look at the statistics. Yeah, like, look. Zapdos, Slowbro, Starmie. Surp is decent in rain, too, because, it's, you know, it's grass type, weak to fire. Scizor, Rotom Wash. There's a lot of, like, weird... Like, there's a lot of Pokemon that are weirdly good in rain that go with Terrakion a lot, so... I was like, what if we just made a Terrakion rain team? But I don't know. Maybe it doesn't work. Maybe I'm overcooking it. I don't know. That was just my first thought. That's what we're working towards. Either way, I'm going to be using Slowbro and Terrakion together because I think that they make a lot of sense. And if it's not under rain, then it's not under rain. We'll figure that out in the future. But I don't know. If I'm bringing Slowbro and Zapdos and Scizor, like, I feel like I should bring a Pelipper. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway. Did come out male, so... Yeah. Low-key kind of a bummer. It's fine. It's just like I said before, like we've run out of money. Unfortunately. I mean, we can try to make this work. Yeah. By giving this either HP or special attack. And trying to get, I think I maybe have enough money to do that. 54k. I think I should. If I grab 2 more Pokemon now. So yeah, I did pull out male. Again, it is lucky, but it means I'm going to be really living on the edge here with the funds. Really living on the edge here. Let's make that 10. Whoops. I'd feel lonely water, eh? Okay. See that Ditto? Just go... let's lower the attack more. So like 7 at least. Yeah. You got a Golduck here. Alright, let's grab the Golduck. Let's grab the Ditto. Let's grab the Golduck. Let's grab the Ditto. Is that my last aim of the coin? Sag? Yeah, bro. It's tough out there. It is tough out there. I think everyone is really feeling the post-event season blues here. I'm down at 8,500. Like, that is so cooked. That is honestly so cooked. I'm down at 8,500. And I'm running out of braces, too. Like, that's crazy. I'm running out of fucking braces, man. Wait, sorry. I have to make this a male. Yeah, this works. So, I'm out of money, bro. I'm literally out of money because I have to make this a male. That is so insane. I don't even have enough money No, I do, but I need to be able to buy braces. I literally have to keep farming gyms. I literally have to keep farming gyms. I'm out of money. Tough. Tough. That's okay. Like I said before, like this is a short-term unfortunate situation to be in. We will make the money back. Again, it's like if one thing sells, we're good. If one thing sells, I'm immediately back into the hundreds of thousands, and then we just use that to keep building, and then we'll be back over 1 million soon. But yeah, it is rough out here, man. It is rough out here. Temporarily broke as hell. Not long-term broke as hell. Temporarily broke as hell. Temporarily. It's really, I'm honestly not even that concerned about it. Like I said before, I have 2 million sitting on the GTL, I think. Or I think a little less than 2 mil, actually. Closer to like 1.8-ish. I've got like 1.8 mil sitting on the GTL. I'll be okay. It's just like, it hasn't sold yet, so I'm sitting on 3,500. So like, temporarily broke as hell, but we'll be okay. We'll have another 2 million plus going up soon with that Slowpoke. We'll be okay. I want to get that listed quick, though. I want to get that Slowpoke listed quick. I don't want to miss out on the market here. On the bold market. I don't want people to catch up and realize that bold is just not the meta for Slowpoke. It's just not. It's just not. I've fully switched to the relaxed team. Where's the bank to take a loan out on my assets when I need them? That would be crazy, bro. I mean, actually, that's a thing, right? Like, that exists, but it would be player to player, like peer to peer, not like in game. I'm sure there's loan sharks in Pokemmo. It's kind of funny. I'm certain that there are loan sharks. When you decide to sell investments, May to June. May to June is historically the best time to sell sealed product, which is when I will be doing that. And then right before Halloween seems to be a great time to sell off rare Pokemon. So that's what I'll be targeting to sell my, like, September into, like, the first couple weeks of October is when I'm going to be targeting to sell off all my Excadrills. But I might sell off Excadrills earlier than that, you know, if I need money. Again, because, like, I'm fucking broke as shit. So I might sell off some Excadrill breeds also in the summertime. But yeah, summer to fall. Summer to fall is what I'm looking to sell. Good question, though. Good question. I did a whole stream and a whole video talking about that. But yeah, this is just like a true phenomenon. I can briefly go over it. So the reason why you see this happen is that people anticipate that mysterious, and people say this in my chat too. People anticipate that mysterious balls will spike day 1 of Shiny Wars. And for the first ever Shiny War, like sanctioned Pokemon ran Shiny Wars that happened, we saw that happen because nobody knew it was coming. Now, everyone knows Shiny Wars is coming, and they know approximately the date that it's coming. Which means that everyone is preparing for, well, if you are intending to participate or if you're just a Shiny Hunter in general, everyone is preparing for that time of year in advance, okay? So that, like, demand shock is not seen in Shiny Wars anymore because it is now an expected event. It is not an event that happens and takes the community off guard like the first time when we saw that price action. It is now an expected event that is built, like the price is built in. Sorry, expecting Shiny Wars to happen, that price is baked into Mysterious Balls. And what that means is that you will see Mysterious Balls go up and up and up in price as Shiny Hunters slowly accumulate more and more of them. And you will see a top out price around May to June, okay? And then on day 1 of Shiny Wars, you will see a lower price on Mysterious Balls across the board than what you have seen around the May to June time frame. And that is just a true thing. I'm calling it here. You can play the clip, you know, a couple months from now when I'm proven right. That is just a true thing that happens. Another reason why is that people wait. They hold their Mysterious Balls through the sweet spot, May and June, through May and June to sell them. They don't sell them. They wait for Shiny Wars. They drop them day one of Shiny Wars, and a large percentage of people are dumping Mysterious Balls during Shiny Wars, either because, like, they think that that's when you should, or they've seen the price not act in the way that they were expecting and hoping, and are just deciding to get out now because they expect the price to only go down after Shiny Wars is over. So then they just dump them during Shiny Wars because they missed the boat. So you will see during Shiny Wars Mysterious Balls actually be cheaper than they were during May and June. So yeah, May and June for Mysterious Balls. That also kind of goes for any sealed product because the sealed product kind of moves together in the market. Like, they're correlated. They're not necessarily moving exactly the same, but they kind of, sealed product kind of tends to move in the same way. So you'll see, like, Lucky Reds also take a dip during Shiny Wars. So yeah, May to June for sealed product. September, and then first 2 weeks of October for rare Pokemon. Right before raids kick off, and also importantly, before any changes are made, like when we saw the E4 nerfs, and that tanked the price of Excadrill. So if you had gotten out of Excadrill before that nerf happened, aka before the Halloween update, then you were good to go. But if you got out after, like me, you kind of got played a little bit by that nerf. Because the prices on Excadrill dropped from like 1.1 million to like 600k, like essentially overnight. So yeah, you kind of want to avoid that. Just de-risk is what I would say, right? De-risk from potential changes made to the meta, and to capitalize on the rare Pokemon being as rare as they possibly can be, like right before raid season starts. Anyway, the funny thing is too is like I can say this on live, like I can say this on camera, and I can tell people about this, and this will not change this phenomenon from occurring whatsoever. One, because like not everyone sees what I'm saying, and also just because like there's so many factors that make the market move in this way, where even if a lot of people are expecting that to happen, you can't stop it. Like, this is just how the market is gonna move. You know what I mean? Like, you can't stop it from happening. All right, let's slap these guys together. And I'm also gonna be rolling gender on this. I'm kind of secretly hoping for female at this point, because I am running out of money. But, you know, again, I'm not going to be picking female on this because that's just a waste. I'm out of SpDef bracers. Like, I kind of need this to be a female, to be honest. But again, I'm not picking female because it's just a waste of 5k. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that. I'm kind of considering it because of how low on money I am, but like, it's just not a good idea. It's just wasting 5k. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping it comes out female. If it comes out male, again, lucky but also unlucky for my circumstances. After the devs for E4 nerfs, man, I was hyped to farm them. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see new E4 strategies. Like, guys, we have we have Terrakion in the game. Let's just say that. Like, Terrakion is in the game. You know? Get this involved in E4. 129 base attack. I mean, it doesn't really, I mean, it's not getting stab earthquake, so I don't know. Because E4 is double battles too, right? So maybe it doesn't make as much. Oh, I know. I've never even replayed the E4 since my original playthrough. E4 is double battles, right? Or am I trolling? Is it not? Wait, is E4 single battles? I don't even fucking know, because I just never made the team. I never bothered making the team. It might be single battles, actually, because I know that it was the choice trick. It was the choice trick abuse. So actually, I think it's actually single battles. If it's single battles, get Terrakion in the mix here, guys. You get Sword Stance. You're a Sword of Justice. 108 base speed, 129 attack, Sword Stance. EQ, close combat. Maybe even Sacred Sword if you don't want to lower SpDef. Stone Edge. Coverage move. Get this thing involved, you know? Get this thing in the mix. E4 singles. Okay, thanks for saying that. Yeah. I literally have not even done E4 since my original playthrough. I just didn't make the team, and then it got nerfed, and I was like, okay, well, whatever. But yeah, E4 singles. Yeah, so yeah, dude, Terrakion is kind of goated. Like, this is going to be... I don't know. I mean, again, I don't have as much experience with E4, so I can't say for sure. But, like, this is one of the best this is one of the best Pokemon that's in the game, just in general. Like, Terrakion is just one of the best Pokemon in the game. And since it's not double battle, so you don't have to worry about, like, non-EQ stab. Like, this Pokemon is a threat and a half, bro. Mono-weight base speed, that's fast enough that you don't have to, like... You can just run, like, Jolly or just max speed EVs, and you're probably fine. Yeah, I would say, like, dude, if you run Jolly Swords Dance in coverage, like, this might just win. And you can, you can get a Yawn off. You can get a Yawn off with, like, a Jolteon or something. Like, we see that for red. You see a fast Jolteon, like, timid Jolteon. Clicking Yawn to get a free turn. That gives you a free Swords Dance. And then, like, yeah, I think you might just win. Never touched E4. I would if they buffed rewards. Yeah, that's the other thing, too. Is, like, there's just not really that much of a reason. We've talked about this before, actually. Of E4 being kind of, like, disappointingly... like, just not worth it. It's just, like, not really worth it. Because the rewards are just, yeah. They're not good enough. They're not good enough. I think that once, like, if you do them on cycle with red, because we were talking about this before, too, of using a battle points charm for red. I think if you do them once a week with your red fight, that becomes better, because then you can use the battle points charm more effectively. Because they do make slightly more money than gym fights. They do give you BP, and if you're running a battle points charm for red anyway, then you get, like, I think there was a space to run them once a week, but running them daily is just, like, just not really worth it compared to gym fights. Unfortunately, I wish they were better, because, like, they're more difficult, and singles are more interesting than double battles for PvE, because double battles are kind of brain dead in PvE, because you just use Eruption or Water Spout and then set weather. And you can even use, like, Helping Hand and shit like that. Like, it's just kind of brain dead. So I feel like, yeah. Especially with the Choice Trick nerf. Like, the single battles for E4 is going to be, like, actually a cool battle. But it's just, like, not worth it. Why are HA Slowpokes so expensive? Because they have a really limited supply, and they are relevant in PvP. That's the whole reason. That is the whole reason. Right here. Almost 10% usage. That means they're seen in 1 of every 10 games with 54.39% win rate. Yeah, and they're all using hidden ability. So, and they're actually even they see a higher usage in tournaments, which is relevant. Because tournaments are going to be better players. So, yeah. It's a good Pokemon in OU, and it needs to be your regenerator for it to be used. It's a winning Pokemon. 54.39% win rate is a very high win rate, and it's very rare. So, for those reasons, it's very expensive. Yeah, we're hoping to make, like, some solid money off of ours, which should be coming out soon. We're kind of hoping this is a female. I was saying this before. We're kind of hoping this is a female. And then we can match it up with one of our males. Pay 5k to make that a male. Send that in with our Slowpoke. That'll finish the Slowpoke, and then we can list it up for 2-point-something million. Hopefully make that money back soon. You know, hopefully that money comes back into the account soon. And then we won't have to be penny pinching anymore. But we'll see. It'll also probably take a couple days to sell anyway. So we might have to start. Maybe we do that. Maybe next stream we start the Platinum Kaizo playthrough while we're waiting for stuff on the GTL to sell. Because I don't really enjoy gym running a whole ton. I don't really want to do that for an hour just to be like just be at like 300k and still kind of feel that penny pinching. I kind of just want something on the GTL to sell, and then I'll be good to go. I just wait a couple days. Sassy? Holy shit. And it's male. Wait, okay. Well, it's a male anyway, so I'm not using it. Because, again, we just, like, we're getting lucky. And, again, it's kind of unlucky because of how lucky we're getting. This sells. This sells as sassy. This sells as sassy, actually. Kind of crazy, but this is going to sell. This is going to be good money. Okay. So what do I do? What do I do with this? What do I do with this? I like the concept of limited ship, but making HAs limited to an event consumable is bad. I agree. I agree. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It brings them into the game, which is fun. But, dude, Manectrix being worth more than $1 million and Slowbros being worth more than $500,000 is really frustrating for newer players. And also just people that missed out on Lunar and missed out on picking them up. Like, again, I bought 5. I bought 5 Slowbros for, like, I think less than 150k per. So already that's just, I made an insane come up on just if I were to sell them right now. Which I'm not, I'm going to breed them up and, you know, we're going to sell them for an appropriate price. But, yeah, like, if you missed out, it sucks. And it's only going to get worse. Like we said before, if you wait a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, whatever, like if you're trying to make enough money to catch up and be able to buy one, the price of them is just going to pull away from you as fast as you're making money. Like yeah, it's disappointing. It's annoying. It's frustrating. I'm grateful that I got mine. But yeah, I mean, I'm not buying another HA. I mean, we might do some breed for profits like we were saying before, but I'm probably not going to be buying that many Slowbros until next Lunar New Year, and I'm hoping that the devs don't throw and actually put it back in the Mysterious Ball, unlike the Manectric that they just screwed up. So yeah, I guess I'm selling this. It's hard to price check. We can also check for Monster Egg Group. Okay, and that's going to go for 300k. That's good, right? That's a really good price. Right? Should I list it at 300k? What's the attack? Attack is really low. Low attack. So mine is better than this Nidoran. I think it's fine to be event exclusive for a while. Yeah, I think not long term. I agree. I think like the first year it's added, I think it's fine. And then after that, like see some alpha spawns, you know, of it, see whatever. But I think for like the first time it's added, it's fine. But then yeah, by next, like, dude, like they draw, like for instance for like Manectric, that is an example of them fucking it up. Because Manectric was in the Mysterious Cherish Ball last year, wasn't in it this year, so that price is never recovered. And like you just can't, like you just cannot realistically buy a hidden ability Manectric unless you're willing to just drop over $1 million on one. And over $1 million on one for it to be a base Manectric with HA. That's not even like proper EV's nature. That's just for having it have HA, which is insane. So yeah, they like fucked that one up. Hopefully they fix that soon. I don't know. I don't know what they can do. But yeah, I would agree. I think if you have an HA be exclusive for 1 year and then like, you know, next year, like next Lunar New Year event, we see like a Slowbro Alpha, you know, and then like, you know, we start seeing Slowbro Alphas come in. That's fine. But yeah. Yeah, whole year, yeah. Should be the max, yeah. I would agree. I would agree. Okay, so I guess this is 300k. Like, what do we... 300k, huh? Again, there's not a huge market for these, so I have to be kind of careful. I'm trying to remember the how much this should cost. It's 140k in braces for 4 times, right? 140k for 4 times. So this is double up. That's correct, yes? That is correct. It's 140k for a 4 times. So this is a double up. I think I might just go 300k. It's been up for 6 days. Mine's low attack. All right, we'll just go 300k. That's fine. I can even go 299. 299, 999. Yeah, sure. All right, cool. Again, the annoying thing is I've yet to finish this Slowbro. And I now have run out of money. It is now midnight, and I've run out of money. We will finish this, guys. We will finish this. I gotta wait for the GTL. I'm not gonna keep grinding gyms. I don't want to do that. It's kind of annoying. We're gonna have to wait for GTL. I mean, okay. You know what? No, fuck it. We'll do... No, because I have to go all the way up to a 4 times. That's gonna be way... Yeah, I'm not grinding gyms for a 4 times breeder. I'm not doing that. And I run out of money for braces now. I think I ran out of Spadef braces. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait for GTL listings to sell. Sucks. Is what it is. Again, luck. Like we actually got lucky. So I'm not annoyed at it. You know what I mean? Like we're making money from breeding. You know, it's just that I ran out of money to be able to finish this, which is kind of annoying. And that it pulled bold, which again I'm stoked about. But now I have to make a new one. And I don't think I'm gonna use any of my other slow. Yeah, because this is meant to be. Yeah, because we're gonna make a perfect one, or a near perfect one rather, and like these are all meant to be like, you know, not perfect, like very good but not perfect. This one's modest too. I might just outright sell this. Honestly, 30 Spadef, 26 HP, 31 special attack, modest. I might just sell that. Honestly, and grab something else. Because yeah, I'm gonna have to buy another. I'm gonna have to drop. So we might do that. I might sell this one, and then buy another slow bro. Next stream when I make some money back. Like I need stuff to sell. I need to make some money back. But yeah, I need 500 or more than that. I need like more than 500k to do that. Yeah, this is going to be a slow thing that happens over time, I guess. It just is what it is. Should I sell this, guys? Should I just sell this right now? Oh, I don't have enough money to. I literally don't have enough money for listing fee. So it doesn't even matter. Alright, whatever. Whatever, right? What can we do in the meantime? Or should I just end stream? I don't know. What's up, everyone? Hope you're having a good night. Is there anything else I want to do? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to rack my brain a little bit. Let's look into Platinum Kaizo really quick. Let's like take a quick look into Platinum Kaizo. Let me do that. Platinum. I don't think I can live stream myself downloading the ROM because I think that would be live streaming myself committing a crime. I'm pretty sure. Or is that not true? Is it like a patch? Is it like a I don't know. PlatinumKaizo.com. Is that? Is this illegal to download it off this website? Would that be considered pirating? No, this is legal because it's X Delta. Okay, I can show this. So right here, we have only listed the official patch files for the game in .x Delta format. These patches cannot be played directly. You will need a clean Platinum ROM file to apply the patch and make it playable. Sharing a pre-patch game violates copyright laws, so please do not. Yeah. So we can show this and we can download this. So to my knowledge, I just looked this up on Google. Battle You. I think we can do that in the future when I finish the team. I think we're like about to wrap up, honestly. But yes, to my knowledge, again, I don't know. Hopefully I'm not pushing a virus on you guys. I literally just looked up Platinum Kaizo download, and this was the second link on Google. The game is just a patch to you apply to the Platinum ROM. Yeah, exactly. So this is fine. There is nothing wrong, nothing illegal about downloading this. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. I also might not show this on stream because it'll probably like leak files or whatever on my computer. Or yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna start up Platinum Kaizo and play that while we're waiting for stuff on the GTL to sell, and we'll probably just hop between Platinum Kaizo and pokemmo for the next couple streams. Should be fun. But yeah, really cool. So yeah, if you guys want to play yourself, this is the latest installment of the Kaizo Pokemon series. We have seen Crystal Kaizo and Emerald Kaizo, and now we are seeing Platinum Kaizo. And those two games, Crystal and Emerald Kaizo, are the hardest Pokemon games that exist. Technically there's Run and Bun, which was made by Pokemon Challenges, like intentionally to be just ludicrously hard. So there's that one too, which I actually haven't played. And then there's also like fan games with unique maps. We've mentioned this one before, like Pokemon Reborn, and the second one to that, which would be Pokemon Rejuvenation. But for like vanilla, well, it's not vanilla, but you know what I mean, like the vanilla map and like the normal game mechanics, the Kaizo versions of the game is the hardest versions of the Pokemon game. So this is the latest version. It's brand new. I'm very excited to play it. I played both Crystal and Emerald Kaizo. I'm very excited to play Platinum Kaizo. We will see this coming to the channel very soon, probably next stream, like I said, probably tomorrow. So I'm gonna get this downloaded and patched onto my onto my copy of Platinum. Yeah, you are supposed to, have your own legally obtained version of Pokemon Platinum, which you need anyway for playing pokemmo, which I'm sure everyone has. So no sweat there. If you have pokemmo, you're good to go. Just download this patch and then apply the patch. I'm not sure exactly how you are meant to apply the patch. Oh, here it goes. How to patch and play. Use the Pokemon Platinum Rev 1. Oh, okay. So I have to make sure I have this specific version as well, actually. Any other version will not work. So that's important to note, actually. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'd have to look at what version I have. After that, you will need patching software. XLT UI. Yeah, I think I've used this before for, like, Radical Red or something. So, yeah. I don't know. So, I'm not going to show this on live. But that's the website if you guys want to do it, play it yourself. So yeah, I think I'm going to end. I think I'm going to download this off stream and we'll start this next stream. So yes, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you guys all had a great night. Massive shout out to everyone in the chat for keeping me entertained and just yapping. I hope you guys are all doing well. Can use an online X Delta Capatcher. Okay, so there you go. So yeah, you don't even have to download one. But yeah, I'm going to get this set up. And we'll see this next stream. Hope you guys are doing well. As always, guys, good night. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for saying what's up in chat. And yeah, I'll see you next stream for Platinum Kaizo. So peace out. I'll see you then. Good night, everyone.